don't know, it disappeared, so I couldn't see it to make sure that it was live.
All
right. So, ugh. All right.
There we go.
Okay. So, all right. Now what? Oh, live chat. Now I have to put myself in. I have to put my quality at 720. Right? Is that what you told me? Will it stay there once I put it there, Vinny?
That depends on your Wi-Fi connection. It should, though. It's not going to jump from like 360 to 480 to 720, but your Wi-Fi connection will determine your staticiness, so your picture quality. But it's fine so far.
I don't know. Like on my cell phone, I am crisp and clean.
I know.
On my computer, I look a little, not blurry, but just like a little fuzz. Does that happen?
StreamYard for you.
Huh?
That's StreamYard for you.
So does that happen to everybody?
Yeah.
Real? So it's not just me?
No.
Well, hi, everyone.
Unless you want to buy like StreamYard's premium to get 1080, but I don't think that's worth it because you only use it twice a month.
Well, I use it. Sometimes I use it more than that, but no, I still haven't gone over my limit. So
yeah, so you should be fine. I think it's 20 free hours per month.
Well, let me get started because it's 8:02 and I like to start the auctions at 8:10. So welcome, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to an extra spatial live sale. It will start, my first item will start at 8:10. I will sell until 9 o'clock when we take a 5-minute intermission. Then we come back and we sell till 10 o'clock. Sometimes we go till like 10:05 or 10:10. It depends on how much talking I do. And then sometimes special guests arrive and we have a chit chat. I know tonight the wonderful gentleman and scholar, Vintage Vinny. Say hello, Vinny.
Can you all hear me? Hello.
Vinny is our behind the scenes moderator. As always, we will give him a round of applause. Reverse. And Vinny's coming on at 10 o'clock to show you something he thrifted today. And I don't know, maybe some other folks will join us as well. So I want to say hello to everyone who's joining us now. And I can see we've got a lot of folks coming in and saying hi, and I appreciate that. Let's remember, if you can, if you're on your computers, I always appreciate it, or your cell phones, if you can give me a thumbs up down there. If you're watching from your smart TV, that's quite all right as well. Just relax. And I want to say right now, I want to make a specific effort to say that we welcome all of the regulars that sort of are always in the chat, but we also recognize everyone who's watching from home and maybe has never chatted. And you don't have to chat. You don't even have to buy anything if you're just watching and you enjoy seeing these neat old things from about 1900 into the 60s. We welcome you too. So I'm talking to you right there. You've already gotten into your Snuggie. You've already got your dish of rum raisin ice cream. That's right. And you're waiting to see what's going to happen. We're so glad you're here. We always welcome new bidders. And everyone, please feel free, if you'd like to jump into the chat. It's not a private club. So anyone, even if you're new and you think, well, I don't know, because nobody's going to know who I am, you jump in there anyway if you want to. And I want all my moderators and everyone else to say hello and greet you and welcome you. It's a friendly bunch, and everyone, you don't have to pre-register. Vinny will call the shots tonight, and Vinny only. So I would kindly ask everyone to, when we do the countdown and we announce the winners, let Vinny do his job. He is excellent, and that'll help things go smoothly through the auctions. Now, what I do here, if you're new to a live sale, is I hold something up, such as that, and I say the starting bid is, I don't know, $1 or whatever it is. And then we talk about it, and then we count down, and the highest bidder wins All you have to do is then send me your information, and that would be to, and I've pinned it in the live chat box. It's up at the top. And every once in a while, some of my Blue Wrench pals will throw it in there as well, so that everybody knows that I need your real name, your shipping address, and the PayPal, the email address associated with your PayPal account. Then tomorrow morning, I will do all of the invoices. You should get your invoice no later than 5 o'clock tomorrow night. Usually I have most of them done by noon. Yeah. Shipping is not included. I do use Pirate Ship, so things will come to you either by UPS or USPS. Everything has been shipped. Some of you I know probably haven't received your boxes from the last sale yet. It does take me a few days, and also not everything goes priority mail to keep things inexpensive. Some of it goes ground or UPS, and it might take a little bit longer. So things don't, get there in 2 days. I usually start working on I do the invoices on Tuesday. I start packing things up on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday, and usually everything is in the mail on Friday. So sometimes it gets to you in a day, but sometimes it could take 2 or 3 days also, depending on where you are. So that's just a few nuts and bolts. I'm broadcasting from the kitchen tonight because I felt like chicken tonight. You remember that commercial, Vinny? That was a while ago.
Was that my time?
It might have been in the 80s.
Okay, so a little before me.
Yeah, it was. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. I don't think it was for Shake and Bake. I don't remember, but some of you guys will remember out there in the chat. Oh, I forgot. No, I know. Last week I said that tonight would be Art Deco lamps, but I have announced a couple of times. I don't know if you saw the videos or not. No Art Deco lamps tonight. They're all going to be listed in the eBay store. I needed extra time to work on those. I really wanted to take a lot of pictures and be able to write up detailed descriptions. And so I'll be working on those this week. A big Art Deco lighting sale will be coming up in the eBay store, but I'll do a haul to let you know what I have so you can see. Chicken Delight. It was Chicken Delight. That's right, Randy. I forgot. Hello, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, I hope you don't mind. I just gave you a wrench. I thought I could use another moderator, so I threw one out, and I'm probably going to give a couple more wrenches out. I know a couple folks have asked, and some have been around for a while, so I'll probably do a few more. It's not based on favoritism or anything. It's just, I guess when I think about it, I do it. So welcome, everyone. Howdy. No lamps tonight. No Art Deco lamps tonight. No lamps at all. We're going to do all that some other time. And then May is going to be a whopper of a month. I will be having I'll be having 5 live sales in May, including an in-person live sale with the Vintage Vinny and an in-person live sale with the Trusty Huckster, and one with David. That won't be in person, and then the 2 regulars. So there's going to be a lot of sales in May. I'll be sure to get all of that out to you so that you can mark your calendars. With all that being said, shall we get the ball rolling? It's now 8:10, and it is time to begin. Vinny, did I leave anything out? Probably.
I can't think of anything at the moment. I think you got it all.
Okay, there he is. I thought we lost our Vinny. The bidding on this cow creamer starts out at $8. He's 8 inches long, and before you bid on him, I guess I better tell you that he is a souvenir piece. And on the back here, he actually says souvenir of Wildwood, New Jersey. And if you are a person who knows your Jersey Shore, we're starting out at $8 on the cow creamer. He's got no damage at all. They put the sticker across that, and when I bought him, I didn't see that was on there. You can't scratch it off. It's down underneath of the glaze. So you're stuck with this Cal Creamer saying that he is a souvenir of Wildwood, New Jersey, which is on the Jersey Shore. Undoubtedly made in Japan, and he's probably something that came out of the 1960s, that kind of thing, a little souvenir from the Jersey Shore. So I don't know, maybe you used to go to Wildwood. You like that? Once again, he is damage free. He's 8 inches in length, and obviously there aren't any chips or cracks on him, and I thought he was neat. So he could make his way to your coffee cup. We're at $10 now, and here comes the warning. Remember, there's always a lag. If you place your bid when you hear me say 3, 2, 1, you're gonna lose, because we have lags. And as I always say, if you see something you want, get that bid in there, because I don't want anybody to miss out. Here is the warning, which means your bid should be in, and we're going to count this creamer down now. Ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, moo. 1. I guess moo rhymes with 2. I should have. That was not. I didn't rehearse that.
All right, so I see Robin Boyd for 17.
You know what? I'm on the wrong side of the table. Robin Boyd. Thank you, Robin. I would love to know, are you a Jersey girl? Are you a Jersey Cheryl girl, Robin Boyd, or is it a man? Robin can be a boy or a girl.
I think it's a she.
Robin Boyd?
Yes, like Boyd Glass, B-O-Y-D.
Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. That was utterly fantastic.
My God.
All right, next up, we've got 2 pieces of black glass, both pieces, I believe. Chicken Tonight was a brand sold in the 1980s. That's right, Chicken Tonight. It was in a little, yes, I feel like chicken tonight. I don't know why I do my head like that anytime I sing something from the 80s. It just seems like, I don't know. Get on with the sale. I've got 2 pieces of black glass, I believe, both of them probably made by L.E. Smith. $15, and you get both of them. Now let's look at both of these. $15, you get both. 1 2-light candlestick and a little lemon server. No chips or cracks. Original old 1930s black glass. L.E. Smith certainly wasn't the only company that made black glass, but they produced a lot of it. A lot of it. This is typically called a lemon. So, but you know, do whatever you want. So, our lemon server. A nice little round guy here to serve lemon wedges or what have you. And I love the 2-light candle holder. That might be, is that the Mount Pleasant? They were in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. There's a pattern called Mount Pleasant. I don't think so. It might be. But that's the original paint on there. And they would do this in decorating rooms. This would be great sort of in one of your, of course, Halloween displays. You could do that. So look at the old painting. As I said, that's all original on there. The paint. So I heard that, Vinny.
I can't help it.
And you're going to be in trouble.
I don't care.
I heard you. The whole audience heard you.
I whispered it.
Yeah, we still heard you.
Whatever.
So the little lemon server in black glass and the 2-light candlestick L.E. Smith glass. I love it. All right. Jamie Grafton at 35. We're going to count them down. Here's the warning. And then here comes the countdown. Ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it, Vincent.
Okay.
Trying to whisper stuff. We heard you.
So it was Jamie Grafton for 35.
Jamie Grafton.
When am I ever not, Randy?
Jamie Grafton, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look, I love this. Look at this little tiny thing. This is silver plate. And this is old, probably the 1920s. Now we're going to start out at $15 on it. The little thing is only 10 inches tall, and that's from the base to the top of the handle. So I push the handle down, and it's only maybe about 6 inches. But look closely. Now it's unmarked. So I don't know who the maker is. Sometimes the mark is way up in there. Sometimes the marks are on the inside of the handle. And sometimes they're just in all kinds of weird places. Couldn't find any mark on it. I love the, is that a festoon or a swag? There is a difference.
See, that to me looks like a festoon, not a swag.
Well, I looked it up. One has flowers and one has fruit. That's what I looked up. I can't remember which is which. I think a festoon is fruits and vegetables, and a swag might be flowers or drapery. It's something like that.
I think you're right. I think
anyway,
the swag is the flowers, and then the festoon is the fruits and veggies.
Yeah, I am not going to polish it before I ship it. You're just kidding, monkey. So anyway, isn't that the neatest little thing? Now, I don't know what you would do with it.
Put mints in it.
I put mints in it. Stuff Q-tips in there and put it on the back of your turlet.
You could.
I wish it didn't come up blurry. It looks all blurry on my computer. Now, who left that hall light on? Somebody shut that door. There's a draft. I don't know why maybe the ghost who broke my, were you guys watching when my window came crashing down on my tablecloth show? Counting it down, if there are no questions, I love this old silver plate. Wait, is that a mark? No. No, I couldn't find anything. So maybe you will. We're going to count the bad boy down, and here we go. I think we're at $15 on it. And ready, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, a 6, a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did see the crash? I know, it was awful.
Alrighty. Sold to Karen Williams for 15.
Karen Williams at 15. I almost swallowed one of my Karen Williams at 15. Karen. Hey, Karen. Finally, I'm sending. Huh? This is
Q-tips on the turkey turlet.
This is Vinny's fault. I love to blame Vinny, and I'm going to blame him. Wait a minute. Oh. Karen, I'm going to tell you something, but let me hold these up, and then I'll tell you so we can get the 2 for the price of 1. Not choice. You get both planters. They both measure about 4 inches. And there isn't any damage on either one. Now, I don't remember who made this one. It's either Shawnee or somebody. I mean, I've seen it a million times, but Royal Copley Shawnee doesn't really make a difference. It's American made. It's a cute little thing, little planter. No chips, no cracks, but the crazing that we always see. The bidding on these two together starts out at $16. So you get both of them. They're about 4 inches tall. And we start at $16. So you get that. Look at the calico elephant. Isn't that the neatest little thing? He's a little planter as well, or she. I don't know how you tell the difference. Well, I do know how you tell the difference. I meant, I know how you tell the difference, but on this, you can't tell. It's either a boy or a girl. All right. I'm surprised Vinny hasn't said anything, but this little thing is cute with no damage on it. Yeah. So that's the two right there. So the bidding on this is $16. And you can go ahead and place your bids for these two items. And I was going, while you guys are bidding, Karen Williams, when I send you your stuff, finally I can send you that ruby flashed pitcher that had no lid. Remember that Vinny put under his car seat so that I couldn't find it?
That I will take blame for.
Good, you should. All right. So finally, I'll get that to you. So let's see if we have any questions on the two little planters. You're getting both of them. And okay, I am not bidding, but the sold announcement is being posted before Scott even counts down. I refreshed several times. Vinny, would you like to address that?
I am typing it in as I hear him say it on the computer. I have him on two devices. When I hear him say it on my computer, I put it into my phone. I'm not jipping anything. It's going by when I hear him say it.
Everybody understand, Vinny is about 4 hours away from me in another state on another device. As soon as he hears the countdown end, he types in stop. Nothing is done any other way. Vinny has a lag just like everybody else has a lag, and this is what happens on all live sales. Just reminding everyone that if you guys are having problems, hit your refresh, different things, just refresh. You know, there's not, we've gone, everybody knows there's nothing anybody really can do or be responsible for on that. It's just what happens. It's called lag, right? Okay, 10. So in other words, if you see something you like, get that bid in early. Here we go. Ready? Gonna count it down. It is annoying. 10, 9. I'll count down slower. That might help. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And as soon as Vinny hears me say 1, he then types in stop.
All right. It looks like it goes to K Hauser for 21.
Okay, K Hauser. Thank you, Kay. K Hauser for 21.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. K Hauser. All right. Let's all stop saying that Vinny is posting sold before the countdown begins. That's not what's happening. Why do people keep saying that, Vinny? Because they don't get it.
What's he start at?
He starts at $12. He's 10 inches long, and the neat thing about him is he's got no repairs. This kind of a thing, you would think would be broken, especially the paws in the front, the ears. All right, nothing on him is broken or repaired, and his glaze is beautiful. I don't even see any crazing in him. And I just noticed I didn't say what breed he is because it wouldn't matter. Everybody would argue which breed he is. In fact, I did ask a friend of mine who has this breed, and but if I tell you what he said, it might, I forget what he said, but it's a particular kind of an African breed. But I'll let you, the dog folk, decide. Sometimes it's hard to tell because these are stylized. He's not marked, so probably made in Japan. So hi, Sharon. Yeah, so I don't really know if you guys know what he is. This is when you get that bid in there so that you're all set when I count him down. Why rush with the sold? I'm not rushing. How am I rushing? 10, 9, 8. Oi, what are you gonna do, Vinny?
Let it go. It is what it is.
Oh, that's from that what's that musical?
What? Let it go.
Yes.
Frozen.
Here comes
I won't sing it because I don't want to get you demonetized.
Here comes the warning, and here comes the countdown. Ready? I don't know if we have any bids, but we're going to count him down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. So Vinny will type in sold. Okay, now you stay down there on the floor and don't mess with the elephant.
All right, so sold to Sandra Garcia for $50.
Sandra. Hey, Sandra. Thank you. Sandra, do you have that breed? Is he, do you, is he a breed that you have? Or do you like animals or specifically different types of dogs? I'm just always curious. Okay, I'm going to wind up. And thank you for your bid. And thank you everyone who placed bids. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If Vinny, if Sandra tells us and I don't see it, will you tell me? Ooh, because I don't want to miss it. What she tells us. My goodness, I've got some stuff tonight for you guys, and I didn't do a preview. Okay, I'm going to wind up throwing that on the floor. Let's see did she say?
I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, she's a cat lover. She said no.
Oh, you like cats. Well, this right here, look at this. The bidding on this starts out at $35. You can't touch one of these for $35 on internet auctions. So somebody might get a bargain on this tonight. It's the Constellation Pattern. And I believe this is made by Indiana Glass in the 1940s. It's a 10 by 10 cake pedestal with the rum well. Now, what's that for? I guess there's some kind of some kind of a cake that you put on here, and if you pour rum on it, it can collect down here in the rum well. I don't know. Some of you guys know more about the rum well than I do. But this is amazing. These things, and there are no chips. Let me lemon. No chips, no cracks, heavy glass. And once again, I believe Constellation Pattern. So 10 by 10, yeah. And it stands 7 inches tall. And that's what's called the rum well, right in here. So you guys can help me out on that. I guess, any kind of cake can go on there. And I believe this is something that was made in the 1940s. Ooh. Vinny, are you okay?
I just bumped the table.
Well, we can't see what you're doing, but we hope you're all right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. All right, everybody. I love these. And I don't know. I don't see scratches on the top of it. It's clean. It didn't get murdered in some dishwasher. That's great for your what is it called? Fruit cake at Christmas time. Do you put fruit cake on that? Do you like fruit cake, Vinny?
No.
Well, we'll count this beautiful cake stand down. I can get it in a 12 by 12 by 12 box. Yes, I can. All right, counting it down. Here's the warning. I don't know where we are on the bids, but we'll count it down. And here we go. Loop-de-loo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fruit cake. I know. I love it as well. I do like fruit cake.
Just make sure. All right. So it was sold to Janine Cuddy for $175.
I'm so sorry. Janine, thank you. Let me write. Did Janine? Oh, Janine was in the chat early. Janine Cuddy at
175.
Janine, thank you. And thank you, everyone who placed bids. I appreciate that. I'll continue to look for that kind of thing. I mean, when I saw that, I said, oh, I've got to buy this when I found it. And thank you, Janine. Thank you, everyone. So Janine, I don't know. Sometimes my memory isn't the best. You know, my eyesight isn't. If you're new to me, Janine, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. And don't forget, you can send all that information that I need to so I can invoice you. oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. And the information that I need is pinned in the comment below. I can't remember what he said that breed was, but he said it was an African breed, and he has that dog. So I can't, it was some type of a name. It might have started with a B. I honestly can't remember.
I'll scroll up and see if I can find it.
But it was no, it wasn't in the chat, Vinny. It was a friend of mine who I was asking him about that dog.
Was it a Basenji?
Golly, I can't remember.
Because Force Bure Avery mentioned that name, Basenji.
I honestly don't remember, but the breed, he said that when they sit down, they always cross their front. They always do how he is in that pose. I don't know if it's something genetic, but they always sit like that.
My dog did that. She was a lab.
Well, I don't know. What do I know? I know nothing. All right.
Neither do I.
This is for choice, right? I'm going to hold up 2 sets of salt and pepper shakers. The highest bidder gets to pick the set that they want. We're starting at $8. $8. Now, before you bid, let me tell you that they both have a tiny bit of damage. So the bidding starts at 8. Let's do this little pair first, which is lead crystal. Honest to goodness, lead crystal. The damage on this is that there might be, and you know, we're like with lead crystal, you feel it, but you really can't see it. I know you want me to hold it still. This is not plastic. This is glass on the top, and these screw on and off just as they should. It's marked on the bottom. Oh, gosh. Hand-cut lead crystal. So we've got some old stickers on the bottom. There you can see. Yeah. And I think this little pair here is 3 inches tall. And there's a little flea bite. These little facets are all cut, all hand cut. So $8. It's something that you don't see. And really, it's so sharp. When you feel it, you can't tell that it's chipped because it's cut glass, cut crystal. Then the other pair, look at these, Vinny. Look at these. Now, these have no chips or cracks at all. These are also, this is for choice. And this one says hand cut, made in Japan. I think top quality crystal. So hand cut lead crystal with the old lids. Now this one, this lid, that little point on the top, it broke off of this one, but it's down in there. Now you can get it out. It's just, I'll get it out. So get your hot glue guns out or whatever and glue that thing back on just for the look of it. It's down in there, but the glass is fine. So these are lead crystal. This set right here has a really beautiful, almost deco look to it. And these guys are 5 inches tall on this set here. 5 inches tall on the cut lead crystal with the little foil stickers. It's blurry and it doesn't show up. And then the little ones here also, this is cut glass. And just to show you, the glass tops do come off. Glass, not plastic. And we'll count them down. The highest bidder will pick this pair or this pair. And then the second bidder, if they'd like, can have the other pair. So Vinny, here comes the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vinny will type in sold, and he did. And we'll see what we get there.
All right. So Benita Taylor for 20 is the highest offer. So she gets first choice.
Okay, we will wait for Benita Taylor to tell us which set she would like, the tall ones or the short ones. And we'll see if the second... I'm watching it just to see. We'll wait for Benita to come in, and then Vinny will tell us who the second runner-up was. Benita, the tall ones at 20. Okay. And does my second runner-up...
Who is Jan Loftness for 15.
Does Jan want the little ones?
We'll wait and see what she says.
Okay. I'll tell you, this is so much fun not being able to see. Now I can see. What does that mean, Hazel Atlas? House with a money bag?
Poodle said that she's having her driveway and some other home repairs.
Oh.
So that's why she's not able to bid tonight. Okay, yes. Jan Loftness will take the small ones for 15.
Okay. Jan, thank you. And Jan Loftness.
Yep.
I love that.
Loftness.
What a cool last name. Loftness. I like it. And we've got some new folks here tonight. I am so glad some new folks are here. I love my old folks and I love my new folks. Again, everybody is welcome here tonight. And we're glad that you are. Let's all hit refresh, make sure we're in live chat, and we will keep it going. Thank you, everyone, so much for your bids, for the winners and those who bid. Place bids, and those who are watching. Have you finished that rum raisin yet? You can't get up until intermission, and intermission's not till 9 o'clock.
You should have your pupils dilated. Let's see if that helps.
Who?
You.
No, Vinny, I had bifocals in 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
I had bifocals.
Nothing helps.
and let me tell you what. I had bifocals in the 5th grade when glasses were not cool. We're talking about 1970 something.
Late 70s.
No, it wasn't the late 70s. It was, well, how old are you?
Well, yeah, you would have been 10 in the 5th grade because you hadn't turned 11 yet. And you turn 11 typically when you're in the 5th grade.
Well, you're right, 1977.
Don't forget, my dad and you were the same age.
That's right. So I had bifocals. I have a bad astigmatism. When you look at I have a couple of baby pictures where that one eye is looking at you and one eye is looking for you. And I still have an eye that does that. And that's why my eyes always try to refocus. And half the time, I don't know. But don't worry, I can drive my car. Now, this thing, look at this. This measures 6 by 6 by 6. It is EAPG, Early American Pressed or Patterned Glass. And it's got one chip. Guess where? It starts at $15.
Okay.
It starts at $15, and it's got one chip, and the doggone chip is up here on the handle of all places. This glass is thin. It's the thinnest EAPG I've ever had. This is so thin and delicate. No chips where you think there would be. No chips on the base. No chips around this rim here. No chips around that. Even the lid. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a stretch. That's a. Look how pretty the lid is, but the handle here, right at the top, the knob, whatever. It's not the kind of chip that's going to cut you. And at least on the knob, you could grind it down a little bit. And I know it's hard for you to see it, but on the knob, on the top, there is a little bit of a chip right there on the knob. So I wasn't sure. Now, I'm familiar with cheese dishes and butter dishes and whatnot, but I didn't realize that this was probably for honey or jam. And a nice person, I think named Charles, some Bed or Bill or Box or somebody wrote to me and said that he had several of them, and that it was probably meant for honey or jam or something like that. That would be on the Victorian table where you would need a lid. So I don't know the pattern. I went all through my EAPG book, couldn't find it. I don't know if my EAG folks are here or not. But just really beautiful, delicate little thing, which could also easily be used for candy. All right. So we're going to count this down. And I think I do see Rachel Dismuke at 23, and I don't know where else we are on that, but we'll go ahead and we'll count this down. What I'm not sure what you mean. Well, when you say how bad is the chip, I'm not sure how I can answer that. It's not a flea bite. It's a right there. I know it's a little blurry. Try to hold it still for you. I don't really know how to answer that. I mean, I think that would be, I don't know. It's not, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a chip. It's bigger than a flea bite. Right there. Is it showing up, Vinny? The chip?
It's still blurry.
Yeah, I know. I hate that it's blurry. I can't. Sometimes things are blurrier, but it's right here on the circle part of the knob. So, how big is the chip? Well, it looks like it is. It looks like it is. Oh golly, this is not easy to do. Lengthwise, I don't know, 2/8. I mean, it's Wait a minute. A fourth, a quarter of an inch, a fourth of an inch. It's not as wide as the fingernail of your pinky. Okay. So we'll go ahead and count this little thing down if there aren't any other questions. And okay. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're welcome, KP. That's no problem. I want you to ask. I'm happy to answer.
Okay.
Oh, dinner mints.
All right. It was sold to Funky Monkey for $29.
Yeah, I see a lot. I see a couple folks came in after the bidding. Sorry about that. It's because Funky Monkey at 29.
Hold on. Yep.
Okay. Funky Monkey at 29. If you see that your bid comes in a couple of seconds too late, like after the stop, you have to just place it a couple seconds earlier. I know it's tough to see it.
Hey, Linda.
Who? Hello? Okay.
Say hi to Decimal Clover 30.
Oh, hi, Decimal.
Yeah, anytime I find a chip on a piece of glass and it's like really minute, I take a nail file, like with the sanded, and then I just file it that way and it smoothens it perfectly.
Yeah. Like a little flea bite or something.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We have a Deco mirror. It's 12 inches across. The bidding starts at 15. And I'm going to try to get you to just to look at the lovely naked light bulb hanging from my ceiling. And there you can probably see my 1930s cream and green kitchen cabinets. It's 12 inches across. You know, these round mirrors were so popular in the 1930s and 40s. Nothing says deco better than a circular mirror. They were all over the place in those days. Now, the nice thing about this is it's nice and flat. It's beveled. See, it's beveled. The rim is in chrome. And you can hang it. There's the hanger. See it? All right, so you can hang it. Or you could place it on a table like a plateau. Well, I guess it's not really a plateau, but you could use this on a dresser. Or if you had other Art Deco things, you could put other, oh, look at me. Oh, that doesn't look good. You can look right up my nose. That was terrible. You can put Art Deco things on it, right? Such as, we're going to see this a little bit later. You could put, boy, isn't it stunning to put cobalt blue glass on it? Yes, this will be for sale a little bit later tonight. Tease, tease. The silvering is good. There's a few tiny scratches, but nothing serious, seriously wrong with that mirror at all. So, love me in 1930s. Look up there on the top of my cabinet. You can see the radio horn, the bread box. Hi, Dee. Welcome, welcome. How are you, Dee girl?
Dee.
Your sister has one just like it and uses it for a small bar. Yes, that's right. You could put this on your coffee table and put your little tumblers on there. I'm trying to get you to see it without blinding you, but we're going to go ahead and count it down. 12 inches in diameter. It's just a nice one. And here we go, loop-de-loo, the countdown. And so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so sold to Lola May for 20 doll hairs.
Lola May, 20 doll hairs. Thank you, Lola May. Thank you. We now have a 10-sided green depression glass bowl that happens to contain some uranium, which means it will glow under a black light. It's got no chips or cracks. It's not marked Cambridge, so I don't think it's decagon, although it does have 10 sides. Other companies did this kind of thing. The bidding starts at $12. It measures. The bidding starts at $12. No chips, no cracks. It measures 9 by 3.5, so 9 inches across, 3.5 inches tall. And it was made in a mold. It could be Payden City. They did this kind of thing. It could be L.E. Smith. They did this kind of thing. But it is green glass from the 1930s with 10 sides. And so don't you worry. Why should you not worry? Because the amount of uranium that's in this, not radium, but the amount of uranium is about the same as an ordinary root vegetable. Perfectly safe. None of our grandparents died of uranium poisoning from eating out of their Hazel Atlas dishes. So use it and enjoy it. Once again, no chips or cracks on it. Put it under a black light if you'd like to, and it will glow. And if we don't have any questions, we're going to go ahead and count it down. It looks as though we're at $35 on it. Bonnie Abrams has the high bid right now. And here we go, loop-de-loo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And D, if you're not busy, come on back at 10 o'clock. We want to see you. But if you're tired, go to bed. I understand.
Alrighty, so that one went to Urban Ghost Hunters for 40.
Oh, Urban Ghost. Urban Ghost Hunter. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's not intermission yet, but we're getting there. This cute little mid-century Christmas piece right here. The bidding starts at $12. We're going to speed things up here. I'm a little bit behind schedule. $12 on the Santa's Workshop. It is composite, made in Japan. Now, we know that there's no damage on this. It measures 12 by 9. 12 by 9. And this particular place up in New York, this is the North Pole amusement park up there, opened in 1949. 1949. This is just cute. If you like decorating with vintage items from the 50s, this would be neat to have when you decorate for Christmas. Now on the pack, it says alcohol proof, made in Japan. They always say alcohol proof on these old trays, which I think is kind of funny, but it's some type of a composite. And again, Santa's Workshop opened in 1949, and I guess it's still in business. I had a little bit of, you were there as a kid, Randy? I believe it's still there. Right, it was radium that made them sick, not uranium. And so this cute little thing, the North Pole, upstate New York. We have something similar to this in Lancaster called Dutch Wonderland. And trust me, unless you live in the area, you don't really travel to go to this. It's, you know, it's their small, quaint, old-timey amusement parks for little kids. Anybody in this area, Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, you had to go to Dutch Wonderland in Lancaster. But so a similar type of little amusement park. So we're going to count it down, and here we go, counting Santa's Workshop down the tray, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold, I hope.
Is that in Massachusetts, Robin? Storyland? Because my cousins go there.
Storyland? Storybook Land. There's a place called Storybook Land just outside of Atlantic City.
Alrighty, so that sold to Rob B for 25.
Rob B?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Rob. Okay. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everyone who placed your bids. I appreciate that. We're going to do one more before intermission. It is 8:57, so intermission might start a couple seconds late. But let's go ahead and do the...
Oh, New Hampshire. Okay.
Let's just do this. We'll knock this out really fast. Let's knock this guy out really fast here. Shenango, celery, Iowa, okay. This is it's pink glass. The bidding on this starts at $12. The pink glass is down in there. Now there is corrosion on the caddy. We're starting out at $12 on this, and I want you to see. Normally I don't pick these up if the chrome carrier has this much corrosion on it, oxidation and whatnot. That's up to the new owner to decide, you know, what you want to do with that. It really just depends. But the pink glass, the pink depression glass will come right out of there. And it is pink. It might look like orange in the light in here, but trust me, it is. Everybody say it with me. Ready, Vinny?
Pink, pink, you stink.
Pink, pink, you stink. And so there are no chips or cracks on this. I use something like this on my dresser for change. You know, when I come in, you throw your change in there. But
Your loose change.
That's right. So it goes down in the caddy like that, still ready to be used for mints, nuts, whatnot. But don't be disappointed. You'll see the corrosion on the chrome caddy that here. There's a lot of times these survive without the chrome. They just, you'll see them in thrift shops, and they're fine on their own. So that's going to measure about 6 inches in diameter, and we'll count this little thing down. It's pink, not peach. It is pink. Pink, pink, you stink. Yay! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. So it was sold to Karen Ruiz for 25.
Karen Ruiz. Karen, thank you very much. I'll put this right down here. And it is 9 o'clock on the dot. That means it is intermission. Everyone may rise from your seats, go out into the kitchen, pour yourself another hot toddy, if that may be. I may have to turn the heat on tonight because it's getting chilly here on the East Coast again. It's time for a 5-minute intermission. I'm not selling anything until 9:05. Okay, we've got 302 people watching, and we've got 130. Huh?
Yeah, more than that.
We've got more than that?
460 on my phone.
Oh my word, I better refresh. I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here. We do have 460. I apologize. I needed to refresh. Let me get back in live chat. So I apologize. It's chilly there as well.
Yeah, it's a little cold here too.
So thank you, everyone. It is 5-minute intermission. Now I'm going to go turn off that hall light because anytime a light is on in a room and it's not being used, I hear the voice of my father. Who left that light on? Turn that radio off. Right? Anybody else grow up during the energy crisis? We talked about that before. Don't touch that thermostat.
My dad still thinks we touch the thermostat and we don't.
Don't touch that thermostat. Your dad was raised, your father and I are the same age, Vinny, so he and I remember we froze in the 70s when we all thought there was going to be no fossil fuels left.
I know.
It's 55 in Memphis. Woo, let me go turn that light off. That light shouldn't be on.
See, my issue that I've had forever is I always forget to close the door when I walk into the house. And then the times when my parents leave it open to air the house out, I shut it. Go figure. I haven't heard my parents say that in a long time. Get off the phone! Lake Conroe, Texas. Well, welcome aboard. Dessert Gem MSN. Ooh, Lenny, I'm glad you're here. I had all my wisdom teeth taken out last February. Best thing I ever did.
I'm still singing I Feel Like Chicken tonight. Listen, I've told you before, my house is not a museum. I use everything. You want to see what my leftover vegetables are in? I know you're dying. I might even have a spoonful because I didn't finish. Look at this. I did have chicken tonight. Watch me fall on my face. This is what I get for wearing these glasses that don't.
Hey, Lisa. I hear you.
This is my... I use my stuff.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep. Be quiet or I'll give you something to cry about. Or quit crying or I'll give you something to cry about.
You talking to me?
No, I'm reading what Dee said.
That's my fried glass casserole. You can see there's condensation in there because I had... Now, some of you are going to think, well, I had chicken, but I do my own vegetables and I mix everything together. This isn't succotash. Yes, it is peas and corn. You know why? I had a bag of frozen peas and I had a bag of frozen corn and I threw them in together. Now, I didn't cook them in this. But I love any kind of vegetable mixed up. So, but this is in one of my fried glass. No, succotash is lima bean.
Ew.
Huh?
Ew.
Ew, what? I love lima beans.
Ugh.
Anyway, what time is it?
I like when you're holding it better.
We've got 1 minute. This goes all the way back to 1917, 1918, 1920. This is old. Huh? So now I'm going to go have a spoonful and then I'm coming back because the intermission is almost over. What are you snacking on, Vinny?
Nothing.
That's terrible. You're not hungry?
I had tacos for dinner.
Oh, it's not Tuesday.
Yes, D. Oh my gosh, that's like a Chinese pie. Make macaroni with the mashed potatoes and gravy. So good.
That reminds me of a joke. I'm not going to tell it until 10 o'clock, though. I mean, it's not off color, but some people won't like it. All right, intermission is over. What? Yeah, fried glass with leftovers. I'm not a big dessert person.
Oh, I am. I love my sweets.
All right, 9:05. Let's get back to it. Now, What did I do? Oh, here they are. All right. Please be seated.
Oh, is it
Intermission.
shepherd's pie, not a Chinese pie? That's what we called it here. Shepherd's pie, I guess, is the same thing.
All right, intermission is over. We're back. The bidding next starts at $12. $12. Ooh. I didn't break it, but it almost slid onto the floor. $12 for a cream, not a gravy boat, a cream and a sugar. The pattern is called Virginia Rose.
They rose to what?
Huh?
You said the pattern is Virginia Rose. They rose to what?
Yeah, no, hold on. Very funny. $12, no chips, no cracks. The blank or the shape of the pottery is Virginia Rose. The pattern is called Colonial Kitchen. Now, Virginia Rose was the most popular Homer Laughlin pattern. Blank. Virginia Rose is the shape of the pottery itself. The pattern is the decal on there, and I'll hold it still so you can see it. That pattern is called Colonial Kitchen, not Hearth or anything else, but this is Colonial Kitchen. So now Virginia Rose, it's estimated that approximately 460 patterns were placed on Virginia Rose. So imagine that decal isn't there and you just see the shape. That's the Virginia Rose shape. But from Homer Laughlin, you could get over 450 or 60 patterns applied to the Virginia Rose. That happens to be Colonial Kitchen. And these were made in 1949. In fact, this was made in December of 1949. And we know that. We've talked about it because of the numbers on the bottom. We won't get into all that right now. M, that's the 12th letter of the alphabet minus the letter I, which means December 1949. And then the N and the 8 is the particular factory. So Virginia Rose, Homer Laughlin, 1949. You get the sugar bowl. The pattern is on that side as well. And the creamer as well. So it's a little sort of this kitchen table and a kitchen window and a clock and a fireplace and a chair. Very colonial revival. Very cute, 1940s. And before we count it down, just so that you guys are aware, I love the Homer Laughlin Decades of Dinnerware book. Look how thick that is. Yes, I bought this years ago, and yes, I paid $40 for it, brand new. Now, you know how much I love my books. And when we open it up, we can see right here, that is the pattern, and it is called, what do you see? Colonial Kitchen. That's on a plate. See it? Right there. And that's the pattern. We can look at that later if you want at 10 o'clock if anybody's still here. On the Virginia Rose blend. No chips or cracks, good condition, counting it down. Ready? Are you, what, about the book? Counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And why are you all talking about French fries and vinegar?
All right. Sold to Crazy K for $29.
Crazy K, Crazy K.
Just the letter K.
Okay. Crazy K at 29. Now look at this. I'm going to tell you what. I am excited to bring this to you today. This is something that you haven't seen recently. And I am selling to you I've got 4 pieces of Goofus glass. I'm going to pair them. Sorry. I'll show you. 2 and 2, right? The highest bidder gets to pick the 2 pieces that they want. Now, let me tell you about the condition before you start bidding, unless you're sure you want it, because there's always paint loss on these. $15. $15. You don't get all 4. You get these 2 or these 2. Now, let me talk about Goofus glass. Well, let me talk about the condition first so you can go ahead and place your bids. These 2 pieces are a matching set. The pattern is the same, and we've got an advertising piece here. This is tough. Now, let's talk about Goofus, because some of you don't know. You're saying, what is it? It's pressed glass. It came on the scene around 1897 or so, and it fell out of fashion when Carnival glass became popular, but the same companies made a lot of it. So very late 1890s through the First World War. Some of it was still being made in the 20s, but We'll talk about the term Goofus later, but look at this. It's the same pattern. This bowl matches this liner or underplate, and we've got S-A-L-Z-E-R, Salzers. Now, who was Salzers? Who knows? Could have been a furniture dealer. Could have been a little small town department store. It could have been a pharmacy. But whoever Mr. Salzer was, he asked the company to make, I don't know, 1,000 of these, and they were given away as premiums. So that's advertising whatever that particular business was. And this plate and this bowl match. They've got carnations. It's cold painted. You know what cold painting means. The paint is applied. This is the original paint. And then they don't fire the glass. Very prone to chipping the paint. That's the way Goofus glass is. And Goofus glass collectors know that it will chip off. It's almost always gold and red. Not always, but almost always. And the rule among collectors is don't repaint it. Don't touch it up. You know, you get your paintbrush out and you think, oh, it never looks right when you try to repaint it. You kind of just have to live with the paint loss. That's just the way it is. But look at the advertising name there, really neat. They match. I'm going to do all this talking and then, or you can have 2 bowls. Now these bowls, this one has roses and this one has carnations, I believe. This is in the best condition. I mean, this one is, there are no chips on any of these, but you almost always get this type of paint loss on Goofus glass. Now, it was not called Goofus glass when it was made. and it's somewhat unsure where. You'll read different accounts. Were they being goofed because it was cheap glass, or did somebody goof when they put, there's lots of different, well, how it got its name, but originally it was called sometimes intaglio glass, or they would refer to it as Egyptian. They had all these fancy names, but it was cheap pressed glass. That's the original paint. Even though it's chipped, if you take this paint off, you really ruin it. So Goofus glass collectors, you either love it or you hate it, and you accept it for what it is, including the paint loss, which is just what happens. So a bowl with roses and a bowl with carnations. The highest bidder can choose these bowls. I don't think anybody's bid, and I've done
we don't have any offers.
And I've done all this talking, all this free education you're getting.
Right, so why don't we move on, and we will bring them back.
Or the underplate with the advertising and this bowl here. Okay, no bids. We're moving on. Too late. I didn't see any. You didn't see any either?
Alicia just popped in at 16 after I put the pass in, so why don't you let her pick which one she wants?
Well, let me count it down.
Oh, now there's more coming in. Okay.
Okay. Well, now why is everybody waiting? I told you.
I removed my pass, and then we'll go ahead and you can go ahead and count it down.
All right. So get those bids in. Counting. You get to choose the pair that you want. Either the advertising, Salzers, whatever that was, or these pieces here. Now they're not cracked, but that's this wonderful old, and you get that neat old sort of chippy paint. Don't strip the paint off of these, and please don't try to I guess you can do whatever you want once you get it, but I think it looks good like that. Counting it down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now there can't be a 2-minute lag. The lag can't be 2 minutes long. I mean, isn't the lag normally about 6 or 7 seconds?
Okay. Yeah, that's another good one, Karen. Don't put it in the dishwasher.
Obviously,
you want to remove all of the paint.
Don't put anything in a dishwasher unless it was made after 1990.
You mean like 1980? Anyway, so highest offer was Alicia Palata at 21.
And which set, Alicia, would you like? For 21. The one with the advertising for Salzers, S-A-L, that's the matching with the carnations of the underplate, or there's the other set, the 2 fruit bowls with the roses and the carnations. Which ones would you like? The two bowls, Alicia. Okay, and that was at 21, Vinny.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just keep going. I don't know if we had a second runner-up.
We did. Tamara Jurin. Or Hurin.
Tamala, do you want the ones with...
Tamara, not Tamala.
Huh?
Tamara.
Tamara?
Tamara. Like camera. Tamara.
Tamara. Did you want the... Yeah, but I must have talked at least 2 minutes about this glass. That lag can't be 2 minutes long. It could be 10, 15, 20 seconds. Did Tamara want the...
We're waiting to hear from Tamara.
Vinny, you don't hear me in real time.
All right, so Tamara has passed.
Okay.
So let me see who else was going.
We'll keep going. I don't want you to have to go back that far.
Well, Heidi Esterholm put in an offer of 17.
Does Heidi?
If Heidi wants them, she can have them for 17.
Well, yes. Vinny hears me over the internet like everybody else does. He's not. We're not on phones with each other. I forgot to get myself some more iced tea. I have to wait until 10 o'clock. Oh, I need to speed it up. I'm way behind.
So does Heidi want that other set for 17? She's putting me in the chat.
Yeah, but Heidi, do you want that other set for 17? What's Tommy agreeing to?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Oh, Kitty on Gunsmoke.
How did they get on that?
Because Poodle said that the Goofus glass reminds her of the outfits that Kitty wore on Gunsmoke.
My camera is messed up. How come you can see half my living room and half my kitchen?
Because of the way you have it angled.
Heidi, do you want the let me hold up.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
She wants them.
Okay. And how much was that, Vinny?
17.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right. It's going to Dorothy says, don't talk so much, Scott. Well, maybe I do. This piece here is the pottery is Weller. And this is a cooker, right? This part is. And this part here is wonderful. And this Weller piece measures 6.5 by 9 by 4. The bidding
start at
$19.
Okay.
$19 is where we start, and it's actually Weller pottery. It's absolutely beautiful. So we'll pull it out of there, and I'll let you see on the bottom here that it does say Weller, and this is lovely. And so you're going to be able to cook in this. There's a steam hole on the top of it, so that you can put this in your oven and put your scalloped potatoes in there. And then the carrier is what you take to the table. This is in good shape too, really nice. So again, we're back in that sort of 1930s era. Thank you very much. I do not control the internet speed, and it doesn't matter. What? Yeah, so anyway, we started at 19. And if anyone is interested, it's time to place your bid. You have that and you love it, Lori? I love things like this that you can bake in and then put it in and bring it right out to the table. This is just a neat piece, I think. I'm just saying, if you want to sell more and stay on time. Well, I do my best, Dorothy, but sometimes I really do like to explain the things and talk about the history and give everybody, a full idea of the items. And we try to give everybody a chance to get their bids in there, but we'll count this one down. It's heavy too. This is nice Weller pottery. All right, counting it down. So ready? Here we go with countdown. 10, 9, 8. It's got dust on it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, it is marked Weller. I think I did show that, right?
You did.
Okay. Sometimes I forget.
All righty. Sold to Benita Taylor for $39.
Benita Taylor. This is nice, Benita, and it's clean. Benita Taylor for $39.
Yep.
Okay, I got you, Benita. Thank you, dear. Benita Taylor. Okay. Next up is a Westinghouse refrigerator dish. Oh dear, that is heavy. That thing is heavy, Benita. Look at this. A big, beautiful 1930s Westinghouse refrigerator dish. It measures 9 by 4 by 3, and the bidding starts at $15. Now, I don't know that you can cook in this, so let's talk about it for a minute. We're starting out at $15, and someone here is probably going to know. If we look inside, we see the Westinghouse mark right there. So given away when people bought Westinghouse appliances, yeah. So perfect. Look at this great big. I love this thing. It does not have chips or cracks. It kind of looks like a meatloaf. And it's got that really pretty yellow color to it, which this is, the glass itself has got to be either Glass Bake by McKee or Pyrex. Now, I don't know which glass company produced it so that Westinghouse could then put their brand on it, you see? I don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows. Look at the generous lid. And I love the old-fashioned knob on the top. That's right out of the 30s. So I don't know if it's tempered glass. So I wouldn't cook in it. I would simply use it as a nice refrigerator container, because I don't know which company made it. So love the Westinghouse. Everybody see it? Beautiful. It's not chipped or cracked. I love the size. I think I told you that it measures 9 by 4 by 3 and 9 by 4 by 3. Now, of course, you're going to feel here, you're going to feel a little bit of roughness. There's no way that you could not have a little bit of roughness around here, but you know, just from use, but not any, no major chips, just, you know, rough edge. Counting the Westinghouse refrigerator dish down, and here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I'm refreshing. And I see Wendy for 33.
Wendy?
Yep.
Is it just Wendy, or is there more to it?
Nope, just Wendy.
I don't think I've ever had just Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. So it's Wendy at 33?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Wendy. Wendy, and just like anyone here, if you're new, remember that I don't do any invoices tonight, but you're more than welcome to do the invoicing tonight if you'd like. And then you, or you can invoice. What am I trying to say? You can send me your information tonight or send it tomorrow. I'll work on the invoices tomorrow morning. And then if I don't hear from everybody, I try to finish them up by 5 o'clock the next day. And then I can get the invoices to you. So I want to thank everybody here once again. It's now 9:30. We've got another 30 minutes to go, and we'll see how much more we can sell. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Karen, thank you for placing that in there. I can see, and I'm trying to get caught up on what the comments are, but let's do the, should I do that? No, what do I want to do next? Oh, I want to do, no, that'll take me a while. All right, I'll do it anyway. We're starting at $19. $19 on the cobalt blue picture. It measures 6.5 inches. No damage. No damage at all. Beautiful. We're starting at $19. It probably holds Oh, it probably holds, it's a little one, so it probably holds 16 ounces, maybe a little bit more than that. I don't know. It probably holds, what's 3 times? I don't know what it holds. I should have done it. But 6.5 inches, it's 8,
I could
32.
3 times 8.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to, because people will say, how many ounces does it hold? It's a little one. So now,
3 times 8 is 24.
Yeah,
3
so-
times, or I'm sorry, 4 times 8 is 32.
you see the bottom. It's cute. This is probably, I know it's great. Now, who made it? Probably Dunbar or Louis. Now, we hear Weston glass. That's Weston, West Virginia. That's a place, that's a location like Limoges, but there were a lot of companies in Limoges, France, making Limoges. So there were several companies in Weston, West Virginia, making glass like this. Dunbar did a lot of it, and so did Louis. Louis was he Hungarian, or he was from somewhere in Europe? Louis was his first name. Austrian? Doesn't matter. That was his first name. He started making glass, which is referred to as Louis glass. You can look all of that up. Beautiful applied handle here. This goes in. This is the 1930s cobalt glass, unsigned. But again, my guess from my experience would either be Dunbar or Louis, or another one of the companies in Weston, West Virginia. I love this because I love cobalt, and the glass is just beautiful. And you've got that sort of deco feel to it, the 1930s. The condition is excellent. And I'm sure there's a lot of folks who know much more about that glass than I do. But because of the natural gas that was found there in West Virginia, so much glass manufacturing took place there because of the natural gas. So that's it. We will count this, not Louis. You're funny. Weston is also the home of that glass museum as well. Anybody been there? I haven't, but I'd love to. Counting down the either Dunbar or Louis glass pitcher. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Jeffrey is going to go to Disney?
Alrighty, so it is sold to Nina. Oh boy, so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Is it Gricia? Nina Gricia for 48?
Nina?
Nina, N-I-N-A.
Gricia. Nina, thank you so much, and thank you everyone who plays.
Griccia.
I got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Nina. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know who made this because I didn't have time. And I don't know why I was thinking Westmoreland. I don't know. But it's something that would have come out probably in the 1940s. And we've got what would be the Master Berry Bowl here with the leaf pattern on it. And we're going to go ahead and tell you that the bidding on these will start at $19. You will get the Master Berry Bowl, as it's called, and we have 5 of the serving dishes. There was probably 6, and 1 has been broken. Now, there's no damage on any of this. I don't feel any chips, and I don't see any cracks anywhere. The bowl itself has an embossed leaves. It stands on 4 little feet that look like tree trunks. I just didn't have a chance to find out who made this, and it might not be Westmoreland. I don't remember. But wouldn't this be wonderful to serve your all for one money? That's correct. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. And this little piece here measures, the bowl itself measures 10 by 6 by 4. So 10 by 6 by 4 in height, and that's the bowl to serve whatever type of dessert you would like. Wonderful. And then with it, don't drop it, you're going to get 5 of the dessert dishes. And look, it's a leaf, and it stands on 3 little feet, and it's a leaf pattern. Let me put one down. And so you get the trunk here, which is the handle. Yeah. And then there's the leaf, but there's no chips on this. And you could probably figure out who made it and then maybe find some other dishes to add to it. You know, you can find that, this kind of thing. Embossed. Does anybody know who made it? I've never really had a chance to look to see who the maker was. Pretty in clear glass, crystal glass. Oh, Waldorf salad. Wonderful. You just get a little bit of a dessert. So 5 of these. All right, get those bids in because I'm going to count it down. 5 of these. How about combination salad? And then there's the big bowl for serving whatever type of dessert you want out of these little guys. Cute. Counting it down. Here comes the countdown. And so here we go. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I like this little set.
Okay. Let's go to Benita Taylor for 30.
Benita Taylor, you're going to get another couple of big boxes, Benita. You know that. Thank you so much.
Karen.
Huh?
Karen wants to know if it glows.
Yeah. Oh, Karen, you know what, Karen? Don't you make me jump through this screen. She's playing. Look at this by Fire King. By Fire King, I have got 2 9-inch custard baking dishes. This does not glow. Fire King's uranium green glass does not glow, and their custard doesn't glow. This doesn't. But look, we can see there. We've got 2 of them. They are loaf pans. This is ready for your zucchini bread. Now, these aren't white. They're custard. They may look white. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, Fire King, $15 for the 2 loaves. No chips, no cracks. The condition is excellent, and they are both marked oven glass. This is an older mark there. I don't know if you can see it on the custard. And then here's the second one. You're getting both of them for one price. I want you to make 2 loaves, one for you and one for your neighbor. And they're Fire King right there. Lovely custard. And custard glass goes so well with jadeite. See the jadeite behind me? Love me some custard glass. So they're 9-inch loaf pans made by Anchor Hocking, and it's Fire King glass. So ready for the oven. We have no chips or cracks on either one of these loaf pans, and you're getting both of them for one price, the custard glass. So we're back in the 1940s, and we're going to go ahead and count them down. And shall we count these down now? And we shall count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I got another piece of custard coming up in just a second.
Okay, so that's sold to Bonnie Abrams for 35.
Bonnie Abrams for 35 with the custard. Thank you, Bonnie. Oops, I put that in the wrong spot.
Do want to remind everybody here, thank you again for tuning in. Again, the lag is really bad tonight for everyone. There's no rigging. Everything is 100% legitimate. Whenever I hear Scott say sold on his end or won in this case, I type it into the chat on my phone. There's nothing. I'm doing it exactly when I hear him say it.
We will continue now with a swirl bowl. This is also custard glass, and it is 9 inches. It's a 9-inch bowl. It is also Fire King and beautiful. It's the same custard glass. We're starting out also at $15 on the 9-inch custard bowl. 9 inches is the bowl. And it's that wonderful swirl pattern. Now, I had a couple of these in white maybe last time. This time we've got one in custard. Goes so well with your jadeite. And again, there's the Fire King right on the bottom. Okay. So the big 9-inch Fire King anchor hocking custard glass bowl. Vinny, I do want to thank you for making that announcement. That is very helpful that you remind folks. Dee, I also thank you for posting what you've just posted.
I just saw one of those in green today when I was out.
Oh, in the green swirl? Yeah,
Yeah.
I love these.
That's the one that's most desirable to collectors, I feel.
Nice and clean on the inside. We don't have any damage on this at all. It's really pretty custard color. Boy, I'll tell you what, your cookies always taste better in an old, when you mix the batter up in an old Fire King bowl. So we're going to go ahead and count this down. Again, it's nice and clean, no chips, no cracks. I don't see any scratches on it. It's ready to be used in your kitchen. And the countdown on the bowl begins right now, which means your bid should be placed. I know about the lag, just can't do anything about it sometimes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right, so it is sold to Miss Sylvia Lee for 25.
Sylvia Lee. Sylvia Lee. I thank you so much, Sylvia Lee. Thank you indeed. And now from the 1940s, how do I find these? I don't know, but I do. Another 1940s towel. And look, we've got, I guess it's supposed to be, we know who that's supposed to be. Vinny, would you like to sing us a verse of My Quiero? Go ahead, Vinny, take it away.
Oh, God. Mama, 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 yo quiero. Mama, yo quiero.
Okay, that's enough. The measurements on the towel.
What's it start at?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I lost my spot. The towel, we're starting at $15 on this. It's not ripped. It's not torn. You're going to have to wash it because where it was folded, and this typically happens, right? You see the brown? This has been folded and tucked away somewhere in somebody's hope chest, just hoping that something would happen. And so it sometimes will turn brown on one of the folds. But look at the colors. Classic. And we've got the pattern on both sides. And then, of course, so that you can hang it and you get the woman. I guess it's linen or terry cloth or something. I'm not good with that. So, but no rips. And it doesn't even look like it was washed. Now hold it still. Hold it still. They're imitating, I believe, Carmen Miranda here, who was probably at her heyday in the 40s. South American way, ay, 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 ay. Won't you come to the something, Trocadero? La da 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 da. All right, she's wonderful. So if you like that, the Fiesta colors of the 1940s, well, I don't know when you're going to find another one. Again, I said there's no holes in it. Did I give you the measurements? 26 by 15. 26 by 15. And we will count it down. I don't see any questions. Let me look real fast here. It makes me smile looking at it too. Who wouldn't want to hang out in a kitchen like this? It's a classic. Look at that hand on that hip.
Look at her waistline.
Look at her. We're counting it down, and here goes the countdown. I don't know if we've got bids or not, but counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anything on that, Vinny? I didn't see it.
Yes.
Okay.
It was Bonnie Abrams for 20.
Bonnie, you're going to have like 5 boxes.
Yeah, I won't repeat some of Rip Torn's lines in that movie, but he had me rolling in that movie.
All right, let's do some Art Deco frames. We've got time. Now, these 2 frames, I love these. Let me start off on the bidding and let me talk about them because I got to tell you if there's damage or not, and I got to tell you the size and all of that. But you're getting both frames, both of them, not one, but both frames. And we're going to start as low as $12 for 2 Art Deco frames. $12 is the opening bid. Now let me discuss them. $12. The first one will hold a picture that measures 4 by 4. Look at the reverse glass. It's hard to get you to see it.
Oh, I like the stars.
Okay, now I need to turn it around to show you that the back of it, I've never seen one quite like this before, but this kind of thing was done in the Depression. This was to give the picture some depth, whatever was in here. So this whole cardboard back is gone, right? You're going to have to redo this, either pull that off or both for one money. Thank you. So the cardboard backing is an issue, but originally it stood out a quarter of an inch or so. And then I'm not sure what was on the inside, but you've got reverse painted glass. And so when we look at it from the front, and this was originally had a hanger on there. So you're going to have to fashion something, right? You crafty folk. Okay, but the glass is not chipped, and it is this wonder. It's so hard to see the mirrored glass, but typical of the 30s. Is it coming across a little bit for you to be able to see it, Vinny?
Yeah, I can see it. I would put a movie star's picture in that frame.
Yeah, so a 4 by 4. Now you're getting both frames. So you get that one, and you get this one as well. This one will take a picture of about a 4 by 6, about a 4 by 6 picture. And this one has got glass, but the outside is cardboard, paper, but very deco. Now we've all got old pictures like this with these deco sort of cardboard frames. I've never had one that actually has a piece of glass in it with an easel on the back. And of course, as usual, these easels normally need to have some work done on them. But we will pop this one open, or I'll try to anyway, just to show you that there is a piece of glass on the inside. And then we'll push this back down and we can fold it shut. All right, I'm going to have to do that off camera because it's taking me too long. But there's, Vinny, can you see what's in the reflection?
Yep. The booby shade.
The booby shade. And it says on it, Calvin Studios, Allentown, Pennsylvania. But very deco. Again, this is cardboard. And you would need to do a little bit of work on this to figure out how to get it. But
Both
really
for
nice.
one money.
2 for 1 money. And I think, yep, 2 for 1. You know, you get both of them. And I forgot, where did I start on the bidding? I started at $12. And so get those bids in. We're going to count these 2 old frames down. Both for 1 money. And so $12. And we're going to count them both down now. And so here we go. It's terrible that you can see that shade, which I 10, 9, 8, 7.
Yeah, it's pointing at us.
5,
pointing up and we're looking at it.
4. Behave until 10 o'clock, Vinny.
It's 7 minutes till. I think it's about time.
4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can talk about the booby shade all you want.
Probably hard as a rock.
All right, the 2 frames.
Okay. Let's go ahead and refresh it here.
Okay.
Alrighty. I see Rob B for 27.
Thank you, Rob. Hey, Rob, I haven't forgotten. I'm holding that other tray for you. You know what I'm talking about. We'll talk about it. The other tray with the dancing nude, the cream and the green. I got a second one for you. All right. Let's do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. What's so
Yeah, I'm
funny?
not the only one making comments about it.
Huh?
I'm not the only one making comments about the booby shade. It is apparently it is very chilly in there. Ooh.
The bidding on this little tiny individual teapot is what I'm calling it. Made by Shenango. We're going to start at $12. It measures 6 by 3.5. Shenango, this was heavy restaurant wear. It measures 6 by 3.5. We're starting out at $12. Look how tiny it is. I know you guys are being nasty, and I'm going to ignore you. I think that probably in a restaurant, hot water came in this or tea, and it was just for an individual. Now, I might not be wrong. I might be wrong about it. But there's the hole in the top for the steam. Yeah. It's just the cutest little thing. And it's the Shenango. I think this was made in Pennsylvania, Newcastle, Pennsylvania, not Newcastle, Delaware. So Shenango, China. I love the green. And don't you think this was an individual little teapot?
Probably.
For restaurant wear. So there's the hole in the top, and it's got that little lip that keeps it from falling out when you pour it. But no chips or cracks. It's just as cute as it can be.
Try that with your coffee pot.
Oh, my word. Now, there's a guest somewhere, and I don't know if I should bring in. We have a guest that's hiding, and I don't see who it is yet. But in 5 minutes, we're going to bring Vinny's face to the screen, and I've got a guest hiding in my green room. I wonder who it could be. We're going to find out in a minute. So this cute little thing, we're going to count it down. I don't have any. Yeah, there's no damage on it, and it's cute. Nice and heavy, too. So 5, yeah, hotel use. I think that's right. Hotel and restaurant. Okay, 5. No, oh my golly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Alrighty, it was sold to Benita Taylor for $45.
Benita, you are going to have to get. I'm going to have such a huge box, Benita. Thank you. Wait, let me see. Where are you? What is that's the Shenango? And it was 45.
Yep.
Quit yawning, Vinny.
Sorry.
He tried to hide it. Did you notice that?
What?
Your yawn. We can't even see you, but we know you were yawning. We could hear you. Benita,
Sorry.
thank you, Benita, and thank you everyone who placed bids. It's 9:57. We've got time for one. I told you every now and then we go like maybe 5 minutes after 10. So we're going to do a couple more things, just a couple more things. And I feel so bad because you guys get mad at me because I'm always making fun of poor old Iris and Herringbone. But it's just one of my little things I like to do. $12, you get 5 dessert bowls. They measure 4.5 inches. $12 for the 5 Iris dessert bowls with the iridescence. Boy, apple crumble would be nice in these. So there's the pattern. I think Timeless Tommy is writing a price guide on this. Tommy, are you still there? You are the expert. If anyone has any questions about Iris and Herringbone or Flora Gold, Timeless Tommy is the man for that. He has really studied this. And so we've got 5 of these bowls. And I think I told you what the price was. Vinny, did I tell them?
Yeah, $12 start for all of them.
Okay, so get it in there, $12. And they've got little beads around the edges. Just cute little dessert bowls. Made by Jeanette. It was clear when it first came out. And then they went and they also did this iridescent color. So it's a pattern that you can go ahead and do all. Yeah, Timeless Tommy says poo on me. So I'm glad you're there, Tommy. Ask all of your questions about this glass goes to Timeless Tommy. I don't see any interest, but I'm counting it down. Keep your eyes.
There's a bid.
Okay, but here comes the countdown on these pieces. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty.
He's yawning again.
Okay.
No, you're yawning, Benny.
I am. I'm not going to deny it. So it's sold to Don Ranowski for $18.
Is it Don or Dawn? Spell it.
Don with an O. D-O-N. Like Donald.
Okay, Don.
And Ranowski. H-R-A-N-O-W-S-K-Y.
S-K-Y.
Yep, like sky.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Don. And if you're in the Midwest, you think I just said D-A-W-N. If you're from New Jersey, we have Don and we have Dawn, like Dawn dishwashing detergent. Yeah, I saw that. So I get this is tough. I guess this is what I'll talk about when we go off the record here at 10 o'clock. But it's actually right now it's 10:01. Let's auction one more thing since we did manage to get everything in, but let's do one more thing, and I will address a question that someone had. Okay, let's do this. You're going to this will be the last thing for the evening, and then we'll bring in a special guest, and we'll bring Vinny on, and I hope everybody will hang out and chit chat. We have 7 of these child's cups. We're starting at $12. I have 7 of them, but I have no saucers. They're all matching, and it's fired on. This is not platinite. So there was a little hostess set. I want you to look closely that this is different from the platinite. This is a glass that has the fired on colors, right? So, and then this was for a child's tea set. You're going to get 1 in blue. Now, all of these come together, and you can see there where some of the blue has come off. So one price, 1 blue, 2 of them in very light pale green with a white interior. 2 of them, this is green, light green. And then you're going to get 4 of them in clear glass that also has the green fired on. How cute to do something in your little 1940s kitchen with these. So once again, all 7 of them, no chips or cracks. They're very small. From a child's tea set. This is the jadeite color. And again, this is fired on color. Fired on. Those are the 4 dark green. And in comparison, this is the lighter color green. So there's 2 of these.
And retro shots are good in that. Perfect.
There are 2 of these. These don't glow. There are 2 of these in the lighter colored green and 1 blue one. So really cute. 7 of them. Again, from a child's set. And, you know, something fun to use in your little 19 Depression era kitchen. All right, it's hard to hold them all up at once, so we'll just hold up 3 of them to give you the feel of the pretty colors. Jadeite green, blue, and a much lighter minty green. 7 of these. Here comes the countdown, and this is the final thing that we'll sell tonight, I think. But don't you go anywhere. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, sold to Kathy Day for 26.
Kathy Day?
Yes.
Kathy, thank you. Kathy Day, thank you so much. So we sold just a little bit over 25 items tonight. In fact, I think we sold about 27 items. And it's now 10:04. We still have 490 folks with us. And before we lose anybody, I, first of all, want to personally thank all of my moderators with the blue wrenches who are helping to keep the comments friendly, helping to point out questions that I can't see, welcoming folks as they come in, and really creating a friendly atmosphere for everybody. Thank you, because I can't do it without you. I certainly can't do it without also the Vintage Vinny, and we will now do the round of applause and the reverse. Now, stay tuned. I have a special guest. We're going to bring Vinny's face in and a special guest in just a second. And I do want to say that everyone who won something tonight, thank you so much. and everybody's sitting out there in your Spider-Man pajamas eating rum raisin ice cream on your smart TVs. It's important to me to know that you're watching and enjoying as well. Thank you. Now, May, a lot coming up in May. I've got 5 auctions, 2 regular Monday night auctions, the 1st and the 3rd. The 2nd Monday night, hopefully I'll be back with David from, we'll have to talk to David to see if he's up for that. And then I will be live in person with the Vintage Vinny, and I'll be live in person with Patrick the Trusty Huckster, who will be in this neck of the woods for his daughter's graduate school graduation, I believe it is. So lots coming up. I will also make sure to put all of that in a video and list it somewhere in the discussion so that you can see that and you'll know in advance when everything is coming. So that's it, folks. Thank you. And now let's find out who is hiding in the green room. And Vinny sometimes goes a little off color after 10 o'clock. I do my best. D, I just want you to know you still have an opportunity to purchase that and send it to Vinny if you'd like to. We're going to invite some guests here, and let me go to my layout, and we will do, let's see what we've got. I think we want to do that. And, oh no, wait a minute. We lost somebody. We lost someone. We're going to add you, and we're going to unmute you. And oh my word! D, we can't. Oh, I've muted her. Oh my goodness! Wait a minute, D. I put
Probably muted herself.
I think I muted her.
Oh, there you go.
He muted me. How dare you?
Here she goes.
Nice lampshade there, buddy.
Right?
Listen,
Oh, my
D,
goodness.
I have to tell you, my mother was watching, and she got the biggest kick the night you made fun of my lamp and called it a toilet plunger.
Remember, she didn't say that. Someone else said it.
Oh no!
Oh no! I said it was butt ugly.
You did.
Somebody else called it a toilet plunger.
Right.
Well, my mother enjoyed it. May I, with everyone's kind permission, would you excuse me for about 2 minutes, because I've had a large glass of iced tea, and as a result, there's something.
Visit the water closet.
I will not lock myself in, but
Oh God.
we're gonna chit chat. And while I'm taking care of business, Vinny and D, go ahead and talk to the folks. They're glad you're here.
KP, hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Jeffrey.
Where's
The nip shade and the toilet plunger.
Hi, Judy. Hi, Deborah.
I'll tell you what, the conversation at 10 o'clock, it really goes downhill, doesn't it?
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
you keep flashing a boob light shade at us.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
That
Enough said.
it did not sell. I think if I had a pair of them, maybe.
A pair of boobs? Probably. Probably. Nobody wants just a straggler boob. They want a pair.
I'll be back.
Things are better in a pair.
Well, yeah. You know, I mean, what the heck?
Anyway.
Bonnie, hi Bonnie. Hi Sally.
Sally says you have to show the nip.
I know, right? That thing is hilarious.
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks it looks like
Well,
that.
that's exactly what it looks like. How could you not think that?
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Exactly.
It's like
right.
those naughty salt and pepper shakers that are phallic shaped. They knew exactly what the heck they were doing when they made those.
Vinny, do it for me.
What?
Try that with your pantyhose and your jeanette.
No, you gotta get more French with it. You gotta be like, try that with your pantyhose and splash yourself with jeanette. You gotta enunciate the French accent.
With this jeanette. That cracks me up. Oh my God. Every time you do that, I die laughing.
Try that with
The lampshade, I
pantyhose.
know.
Glass yourself with ginate.
Don't tell me they started on Gina Taylor.
Yes, the Ginete, yes. Bless yourself.
I'm just going to do a little rearranging here.
Read Bonnie's comment, D.
Bonnie, wait.
If it
where
pops
is
up.
she?
You may have to look at it on your phone.
Hold on. I breastfed my kids, so I just tucked my boobs.
Huh? I don't know what's.
Yo, Bonnie, here's a better one for you. I never breastfed, and I still tucked my boobs in my pants.
What? What? Now look, you two.
Bonnie Abrams started it.
Bonnie.
I can't.
Oh my God.
What's
God,
going
you
on?
should have never left the room. You're in trouble now, buddy.
He's in deep right now, D.
What?
Oh
I'm
my
gonna turn my
God,
lights-
Bonnie, that was hilarious.
I can't breathe.
Turn my
I
lights
can't
down a
breathe.
little bit. I'm gonna get some more iced tea. I'll be right back. I'm not responsible. Listen, I am not responsible for the direction that this conversation has taken.
Oh my God, that
I'm
was great.
joking.
That was
Oh
great.
my God.
The worst, I can picture somebody just literally saying that out loud, like in just a random conversation.
Oh my God, that was so funny. Look at all these. Jeffrey Ross is dying, or not Jeffrey Ross. Jeffrey Reed is dying over there. Oh, oh my God. Where did
Oh my
Scott
God, that
go?
was
Did he
hysterical.
get locked in the bathroom again?
You
Oh,
better not.
yeah, a little nip
What's
tuck.
with
I need more than a nip tuck. I need a nip tuck tuck. Oh
See,
my word.
I tell people all the time, I cry from laughter all the time. It's very rare that I cry from sadness. Crying and laughter, forget about it.
Honest to God.
Hey, I've got a question.
Oh dear.
Shoot.
Huh?
Shoot.
All right.
I think I'm okay now.
I have finally
Oh,
killed all the dandelions in my yard.
are you serious, right?
What?
You counted dandelions in your yard.
No, killed them, not counted them.
Oh,
Oh, because I'm like, dude, you got entirely too much time on your hands.
No. I killed all the dandelions, and they have not come back. I know you have to keep an eye out, but how do I get rid of these doggone buttercups?
Oh, good luck with that.
How do I get rid of them?
I have no idea.
Do you have them in your yard?
Listen, if I put weed killer on my grass, I would have no grass because it's all weeds and a few blades of grass.
How do I?
I couldn't even tell you. My grass is a hot mess. It's not grass, it's weeds with some grass in there.
whew, just got the chills. Oh,
I'm just reading the chat over.
Tommy, I can't go out there and dig up all those dandelion, all those.
I'm still recovering from the boobs to the
The
pants
boob thing,
comment.
I know, right? I almost died.
Me too.
That was hilarious.
They won't last long. Buttercups are weeds.
Dandelions, if you pick them before they flower, my grandfather used to pick them all the time and make a salad with them. That's an Italian thing.
Yeah.
It's called finocchia, and you would pick the dandelion greens, wash them really well, and make a salad out of them. Now they're a little bit bitter, so you might add a little bit of sugar to the oil and the vinegar, but they're delicious.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah, I know you
Very,
can make
yes,
them.
Margaret. Yes, Margaret. They are. They are delicious.
I know my grandfather used to make elderberry wine and dandelion wine. I want a green lawn. I don't want I don't want crabgrass. I don't want dandelions, and I don't want buttercups.
Well, have fun with that. Have fun with that. My lawn's green, but it's all like weeds and different kinds of grasses. Yeah. Yep. And then, you know what else my grandfather used to pick? And my grandmother wanted to kill him because they were a lot of work to clean. Is gardoons. Gardoons, which are, you know, the burdock plant?
No.
You know the burdocks, the little brown spiky things that stick to your clothes?
Yep. You see them at the pumpkin patch a lot.
Burdocks?
I don't have those in New Jersey.
Okay, well, for those of you that know what
Bird
I'm
drop.
talking about, before the burdocks actually form, if you cut down the actual plants,
Yeah.
the stems, you clean them and you would bread them and fry them, and they are, oh my goodness, to die for. Who knows what I'm talking about here? Cardoons. I'm looking here. We're still talking about dandelions, but oh my goodness. But my grandmother hated them because they took a long time to clean and get all the strings off. You know how celery has those strings?
Yeah.
Well, these are the same thing. You got to clean all the strings off. Then you got to boil them and then, you know, bread them and fry them. But oh my goodness, they are fantastic. Mm-hmm.
I
What
might
are you
pay
eating,
Kate.
Scott? Pretzel sticks?
I just ate a cheese stick.
Oh, a cheese stick. Okay, I thought it was pretzel sticks.
No, I had a piece of cheese. I had a cheese.
Yes, burdocks, upstate New York. Yes, Eileen? Correct.
I'd get those all the time when I go to the pumpkin patch. A bunch of them would stick to my sweatpants, I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
And you could never get them off without hurting yourself.
No, because they would get stuck in there and you'd get like little slivers of them still stuck in there.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they were a pain.
Hey, there's somebody, is it Southern Buckeye? I don't think it was. Somebody saw me with this.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, but it's a celery, and oh, there goes my hip. Wait a minute. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ouch. Sorry, I had to. I'm fine.
Sounds like Tarzan
Vinny.
over there.
Vinny, are you psyched up for our vacation?
Wait a minute, Dave.
No.
Huh?
No.
Is the person here? Someone was watching and they told me exactly what this pattern was because they collect it and they don't have the celery. And I would have to go back. It would take me forever. I'm just curious to know if that person is here. And if they are here, it wasn't you, Southern Buckeye? Okay, I don't remember who it was, but that's fine. I just was wondering if someone knew what this pattern was, and I don't know. I mean, I haven't had a chance to, but it's a nice old EAPG celery. Vinny, you said you were. Vinny, did you say you were going to show us something that you bought today?
I could show you a few things, yeah.
Is it right there?
Yeah, it's literally right next to me.
Okay, let's look and let's see what you bought. Let's see something that you bought.
Don't even ask me to do that because all my stuff is in the car.
Oh, I do that. I leave it in the car.
Well, I got some in the car and some in the living room.
Oh, the things we do for shopping, right? Okay.
What'd you get, Vinny?
So this is the first thing. I think it's a spoon holder. I'll hold it this way.
Oh, that's cool.
Like to put in the kitchen, and then you put the little spoons for mixing your coffee or your tea. It goes like this, but since I'm in portrait mode. But it's got an intricate design. It's got birds on it. It's almost got a boho feel.
Reminds me of Pennsylvania Dutch or something.
Yeah, almost like that.
May I need to answer someone's question. I'm sorry, Vinny. I don't mean to cut you off, but I do see someone's question. That's really pretty, Vinny. Do you mind if I answer a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
The person who asked about the cut glass lamp, the one that was missing its shade but had all the little holes to hang the prisms, those lamps were popular in, again, the 20s and 30s, well, a little bit longer than that. But the example that I sent to you that you bought is really 1930s era, 20s to 30s. It's American made, but they made them even before that in American Brilliant cut. So it's just pressed glass, cut glass, some of them American made. Once again, that one, of course, had no shade. And that's about all I can tell you. I have pictures of what they look like with the shade. If you can do a search for pressed glass or cut glass lamp with prisms, and you'll get lots of pictures of them. But it had a glass shade.
And then since you're on that, somebody named L Rose wanted to know if you would check your emails later. And she said she's emailed you over the past month with questions about lamps, unless that's the same person.
No, that's another person. But I'm glad that's in there. I am gonna have to. This is hard for me. This is really, really hard. I don't want to do this, and I feel I've lamented over this, and I have lamented, and I have lamented. It's getting to the point that I just can't manage the questions, and I hate the way it sounds. Like, I don't want it to sound pretentious, like you can't approach me or you can't ask me a question. But I have to tell you, I get so many questions per week. Appraise this. What is this? And I'm not, just from so many folks, and I can't do it. I just can't keep up with it. And then like a week goes by and I feel badly. I didn't answer someone's message. So I'm not really sure how to handle it. I would love to have like an hour per day where I could answer everybody's questions, but I'm not a certified appraiser. I don't feel qualified to do it. And once again, I hope everyone will understand. I don't ignore your emails, but so many times I'll get 5 or 6 requests in a day. And I've already, sort of put in a 10-hour day, and I go, oh, I just can't do any more. So I haven't deleted your question, L Rose, and I appreciate you asking. But hopefully I'll get to it. I can't promise that I will. And I'm happy to do all of that. I don't charge for any of that. I mean, I wouldn't charge to do it. Yeah. So I don't know what else to say. Do you guys, Dee or Vinny, do you have any advice, or does anyone out there in the wild have any advice to me? Because I really feel badly when people write and they send pictures and they say, what is this? What is this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't.
You're not, it's not that you don't want to help. You're overwhelmed. And I think you need to start taking the crazy lamp lady approach, as we don't do appraising or anything like that, right? Because you can't do it all. It's just impossible. And that's why people say we don't do that, because
you only are one person. You can't do it all. And people have to understand that You know, it's not like you have a company where you can delegate different tasks to different people and say, hey, can you answer this question, do this, do that. It's just one person, you know, and people have to understand that we have lives outside of YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we do. We have families, friends, we have hobbies. It's not that we're trying to be rude or unhelpful, but there has to be a healthy balance for everything. And there's no way one person could possibly fulfill everybody's wants and needs and questions. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hold on
and
for a
there are
second.
ways
I
to look
appreciate
up stuff yourself
and
too. I mean,
Elrose, I know. I see it, and I'm not. I see that Elrose. It was a lamp that you wanted to buy, and that's fine. I mean that's fine that you weren't. But I still wanted to talk about that. Is that it's overwhelming when there's just so many questions about it. But I will go back and look about that. I think. Are you the one that bought the beaded lampshade, Elrose? So I think I wrote to you. Didn't I write to you and say, give me a hot minute? I need some time to work to make a decision. I might be thinking of someone else, but if you bought the beaded lampshade, the 1920s, I had a small mahogany, and that was not for sale. And I know that you asked, I think that was you asked me about that. And I thought I replied to you and said that, oh no, something else. I don't know that. I don't know which lamp. Well, I will say this, that I don't ever sell. If I show something in a video, I don't sell it privately. I never do that. So if anybody
I do.
I don't. And the reason that I don't, that's fine. You know, the reason I don't is I don't want to start that where, and I'm not saying that that was you, Rose, but just like anybody,
Good night, Dorothy.
everybody
Hey,
gets
Dorothy.
a chance. So if you see something and then it's in like a haul and I say this is going to be listed in eBay or it's going to be in a live sale, if someone emails me privately and they say, oh, sell it to me, I don't. Not that I don't want to sell it to you, but I've already shown it to the public at large. And if I start selling things privately, just for me, it can create an issue with buyers who are like, well, no, wait a minute.
Well, that's true.
You know, so that's how I do it.
If everybody has seen the haul video, they know, you know, what you're showing. And if they're late to the party by asking about the item, then they're late to the party. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, but we're talking about. I don't mean that. I mean if I show something and I haven't put it on eBay yet, or I haven't put it in a live sale yet, and somebody wants me to sell it like privately in advance.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I have people that will contact me and say, I saw this in your latest haul video.
Yeah.
What are you asking for it? And if it's not going to be an item that I want to do an offer up as, I'll sell it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if it's an item that's an offer up, then I tell them, no, I'm sorry, this is an offer up item in an upcoming live sale.
Yeah.
I feel like if you snooze, you lose. You know, if somebody's interested in an item and they really want it and they contact me and they're willing to pay what I'm asking for it, then I'll sell it.
Yeah, but
that's me. That's the way I am.
But it's not snooze or lose.
No, I'm saying like the other buyers that if you know they may like it and they don't contact you, well then they have the chance chance of losing, whereas the person that contacted you will get it.
Yeah, but we're still not talking about the same thing.
Okay, I don't understand then.
Because it's if I say it's going to be in a live sale or it's going to be listed on eBay, people are waiting for the opportunity to buy it on eBay or in a live sale. And I don't feel it's right for me to undercut them by selling it privately in advance. So the people didn't, it wasn't a snooze or lose. Like they're waiting for it. You said that was going to be.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But see, most of my items are not listed on eBay.
Yeah.
They're in a live sale. So it's either they buy it from me for what I would list it for in a live sale, or it goes to the live sale. Most of my items are live sale items, unless they're like a really good seller on eBay. Then I'll say I'm going to list it on eBay.
Right. I like to keep it fair, so that if I have shown it, everybody gets an opportunity. Now, if you didn't come to the live sale, that's you snooze, you lose. Or
that's what I meant when I say you snooze, you lose.
Yeah, but
they're being told it's going to be in a live sale, and if they're not there when it's at the live sale, then they're not there.
That's fine. I have no
right. That's what I meant.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to privately sell it and pull it from a live sale after I've said this is when I'm selling it. I don't feel that's right to the general public. So
right.
And
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it is tricky, but I'll go and look and see is what for sale. I'll look and see which lamp you're talking. I'll look and see Elrose, but.
See, I'm the first person. I'm so tired. It's not funny. I'm the first person to say that I am the worst at listing stuff on eBay. Because it's so much more time consuming to list on eBay than it is to sell in a live sale. However, there are certain things that I will make the time to take all the pictures, all the measurements, and do all the yada yada to list it on eBay if I know that I can get, more for my money. I mean, let's be for real here. This is my living. This is what I do to make a living. So I will do what I need to do to pay my bills. Whether it be a listing on eBay, a live sale, a sale outside of my live sales, whatever. I feel like I'm doing the legwork. I'm the one running around finding all of these items and, whatever, and, paying for packing materials and whatnot. So I feel that, it's up to me to decide how I'm going to sell it. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's your business. It's my business.
Right.
And
we all have our own.
It's funny because a lot of listen, if a plumber comes in here to replace my toilet, I'm not going to tell him how to plumb.
Right.
If an electrician comes in here, I'm not going to tell him or her. But it's funny, a lot of people who don't do this, they tell us, well, you should, or how come? It's like,
right.
You don't understand. Everything that we do, it's really done for a reason. And
right.
So a lot of folks really don't. It's something else, and you make decisions based upon how you run the business the way that you run it.
Right.
And but I've learned a lot in the last couple of years.
Oh my God, me too.
Made changes, and sometimes suggestions are helpful, but you can't explain some folks, if you can't, they don't understand why you do it
why
this
you
way,
don't buy certain things.
It's just
I buy what I know. Like I buy what I know sells.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me to buy
and what you
items
can find.
that one person likes to take up my space in my inventory room is not going to work for me. I have to buy things that I know people like, things that I like, vintage items.
Froze D.
Huh? What'd you say, Vinny? Oh, he froze. I can't go by what everybody wants. I go by like the majority of what I know people like and do it that way because I don't have the space in my home for buying everything that everybody likes. Like there's no way you could possibly do that unless you're a Walmart. So
Right.
you know, I do what I can do.
Yeah, can I clear something up for a second? Because no, this is not for sale now. It will be. It's a celery vase. I'm not selling it until I look up the pattern. And I was wondering if the person was here who knew this pattern, but I don't think they are. So someone did ask me about it. It's actually called a celery, but it could be used as a vase. So no, not yet. But when I get the pattern for it and I can list it properly, then I'm going to sell it. So
I do, Randy. I do. I've got about 190 things on eBay right now.
what do
I sell on eBay too, but I've been very lax in that area. Very lax.
It's tough because live sales take up a lot of time.
Well, they do. And, you know, I don't think people realize that when you do a live sale, you are picking out however many items that you sell at your sale. Like Scott sells 25, Vinny sells 20, I sell 50 to 60. So I have to go through all of my inventory, pick out what I think people will like.
Yeah.
Then I have to sit down, type up a list of all of these items, whether they're an offer up or a flat price, what I'm going to ask for them. Okay. Then I have to get everything ready for the sale. You know, it's not as easy as everybody may think. And there's a lot going into deciding the pricing of your items because you've got to consider what it costs you to buy the item, what you want to make on the item to make a profit, not only upon just the cost of the item, but the price of your shipping products as well. Your packing peanuts, your bubble wrap, your boxes. You know, it's not an easy thing to do. Like people think that, oh yeah, you just grab it, you throw it in a box and you call it a day. No. No. It is not like that.
See, one of the things that I do is like when Scott does his sales, like I try to make sure that all of my packing and invoicing is done because not gonna lie, it can be a headache sometimes. Like yesterday, I think I was shipping for 5 or 6 hours. So I wanted to make sure it was done because I know I have to help him and I don't want to have to do it the next day. Because don't forget, I work a 9 to 5
you want to get everything done and out. You know, you don't.
I do because I don't like it sitting.
Right, you don't want it sitting over your head. So
No.
I have my sale on Saturday. I spend the entire day Sunday packing and sending invoices. Then on Monday morning, I get up. I print out all the labels of everybody that paid. Then I got to go on the USPS website and schedule a pickup. And you know, it's not just like a one-day thing where the day you have your sale. It lingers on to 1, 2, 3 days later, depending.
They see the fun part. All our viewers see the fun. They see the stuff being shared, you know, claiming the items.
But they don't know the work that's behind everything.
Well,
especially if you do it weekly, to like Dee and I do. We do it every week pretty much.
Right.
It's a very consistent schedule. And then for me, I work a 9 to 5 for 3 days a week.
Right.
So
And plus
if I don't,
I babysit my granddaughter 3 days a week, full time.
so I mean,
So
on
it's
top of
like,
that,
you
I'm
know,
tired when I come
Well-
home, but I got to do this.
yeah, sometime
That's-
in between you have to make time for house cleaning and, you know, whatever. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world because I love what I do.
No,
I love meeting new people. I love being online with everybody. If I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't have met Vinny and Scott and Tammy and David and everybody else in this community. It's been amazing. Amazing. I think 5 years I've been doing this. Scott, is it 6 for you?
I think he froze.
No,
Oh, there you go.
I was waiting. I was wait. I didn't want to interrupt you guys. I don't. Well, I've been on eBay since the late '90s. I've been an eBay seller since about.
I mean YouTube.
I understand. Since about 1996, 97, over 25 years. YouTube maybe only about 5 years, but to go back about 5 years, I guess. That folks, sometimes it's like, you know, so you saw, like tonight I did a 2-hour live sale, and you know, it's, wow, look at all that money you made in 2 hours. Oh no, 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 no. That 2-hour live sale, there will actually be at least 3 full days of work involved in that 2-hour live sale. And don't forget the cost of goods. So
Right.
if I sell $1,000 in one night, and somebody says, boy, $1,000 for 2 hours, nice work if you can get it. Hold on now. There's the cost of goods, and we all know what we pay for items. But there's at least 2.5 days worth of work in the buying of the items, the cleaning, the research involved, so that we can get up here and talk about our items, you know, to be able to give all that history on the items, and then all of the packing and all of that and everything. So you say it's not $2,000 for 2 hours. I'm sorry, it's not $1,000 for two hours. That's full-time work payment for maybe 3 days.
Right.
And that includes then the cost of the goods and what you pay for all of your shipping supplies and the travel expenses, everything. So once again, I'm not complaining. I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But I think anyone who's thinking about going into this, I'm not really sure. It's kind of neat that we're talking about this, because if folks are thinking, gee, I'd like to try it, you know, I'd like to see, I say, you know, jump into it and give it a try. But just know that it might not be what
It's
you're
a full-time
expecting.
job. It is a full-time job. It is not like people think, oh, you know, at first I was like, oh yeah, I could do a sale on Saturday, pack on Sunday, and I'm good to go. Wrong answer.
Yeah.
No, you're working all week long. You really are, because you're sourcing, you're going out, whether it be thrift stores, estate sales, yard sales, garage sales, whatever it is, you're out there and you're sourcing and you're buying, and then you're coming home, dragging everything in, cleaning it all, doing haul videos, pricing items, doing sales. I mean, it is not just a couple days of work.
Making
It is
YouTube
like
videos.
Right. It's a full work
Factor
week.
that in too.
Right. It is a full work week. For sure. And Scott,
Some days I can't do videos.
You enjoy
Scott
it.
researches everything. I don't. And I'm terrible at that, and I admit it.
You're not terrible.
I'll do a video and say, hey, I got this. I don't know what the pattern is. I just know it's beautiful. It's depression glass, whatever. But he knows, you know, you can't imagine how much you can learn from Scott. He knows his stuff. And be appreciative of people that do their haul videos and can give you all of the background information on the items they're showing, because that's how you learn. That's how I learned. I learned from Scott.
That's kind of
No,
you.
it's true though. It's true
Well,
though.
I have to say that it's something that's been in my blood since like birth.
Right.
And so it's taken me, you know, I'm 55 years old, and I started learning. My father was teaching me the difference between oak and mahogany and ash and pine, you know, when I was 10. It's a lifetime of learning.
Right.
And it's a natural desire to want to learn this stuff. I want to know, did Dunbar make this, or did Louis Glass make
I don't know. I really like that though, and I missed out on it. Damn it!
I'll find you another one. But I think that's one of the things that makes this so much fun is I can do this for another 30 years until
oh my God, yes.
Until I'm
Absolutely.
85, and I'll still be learning new things, and it'll still be just as interesting to see what I can find, you know.
Right. I mean, I know that if I walk into a Goodwill and all of a sudden I'm looking, you know, on the shelves and I see a piece, you know, like a Joseph Original Christmas piece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I mean, I'm like, holy shizzle. I'm like, right. I'm like losing my ever-loving mind because I found a Joseph Original Christmas item. Or last year I found the oh my God, Vinny, help me out. What's the dude's name? Harold Gale?
Yeah, the Harold Gale Santa.
Harold Gale Santa.
Really?
Sitting right on the shelf in his gold lame Santa suit with the white boots. I was like, oh my God. I said that right in the middle of the aisle. But that is all part of it. You know, I mean, like, that's why I got the name of my channel, The Thrill of the Thrift. That's how I got the name of my channel. Because I lose my mind because I find something totally awesome at a thrift store or an estate sale, yard sale, whatever. And it's the best feeling ever. And especially when you find things that bring back memories of from your childhood or something like that. That is what is the best part of it.
Oh, I have screamed many times like a middle school girl in the middle of a Goodwill.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I've done that, but I've
hears you.
See, I'm more discreet. I'm like, I want to see,
especially when you find things that bring back memories of from your childhood or something like that. That is what is the best part.
Who is that?
That's me.
Oh, I have screamed.
No, I mean, where's it coming from?
I don't know. Yes. It must be Scott. He's frozen, no?
This is ordinary makeup, yes?
See, I'm more discreet. I'm like, I want to see.
Especially when you find things that
Turn your phone down.
it was fine a minute ago. I turned my phone down, but now you can't hear me, right?
I think it's Scott, because my devices are all down.
That's Scott. Scott, what did you do?
Turn your phone down. I think he did that on purpose.
It was Scott.
See, that's like what you said, like you all freak out when you see something. I
Mhm.
try to be very discreet because, like, let's say I'm at a flea market or an estate sale or whatever, and somebody sees that I'm like really jonesing for this item and they may charge me more for it. So I'm like, okay, how much is this? And then once I walk away, I have my adrenaline rush.
Vinny walks away going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
That happened to me with a Coke tray that I found at a flea market. I couldn't believe how much they asked for it, and it was
See?
one that was harder or is harder to get. And I walked away from that vendor with $30 out of my pocket for one that's worth way more than that. So
What
I
was the
freaked
other-
out once I got to the car.
Hey, Vinny, what was the other item you were going to show us? I think you had two.
Yeah, this is kind of neat. It's probably from the 60s. It's just a pencil sharpener that looks like an old kerosene lamp.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, is
I've
it
never
iron?
seen this before.
That's really cool.
Is it made of cast iron?
That's a Hong Kong piece.
I gotta go get
I
some.
don't-
Wait.
I don't think it's cast iron. It's some kind of metal. It says made in Hong Kong, so it's not terribly old. And then I'm not going to go through all of these, but these I got in the mail today. A whole bunch of arcade cards from the 30s, 20s and 30s, ones that are harder to get.
Oh, you
She
won them?
looks like Louise Brooks to me with that hair. Let me just show you a couple of them. Like this one, I won't show the two risque ones, but like that. And these ones are older because they say Exhibit Supply Company, Chicago. And there's a whole bunch of them. Someone said, but yeah, they're probably right, pop metal. I'll let D
Those are
share
great.
one of these. I have one other thing that I think you all would really like to see.
Thank you, KP. You're welcome.
You muted yourself.
I know I did. Because I was trying to take the tape off without making all kinds of racket.
Oh,
But it isn't helping, so I'll just do it.
here, I'll show a few of them while you're getting it open.
All right, so I got this item. Oh my God, hold on. I have like tape shrapnel everywhere.
Oh, maybe that one's a little too risque.
Rob,
Hold on.
I gave Cheryl a wrench. I'm going to give you one too.
All right. This is such a cool set. I am so excited about this. The only thing is there's a little dent in the bottom of it. This was a 3-piece set. It is a pewter teapot. See where the bottom's dented in right here?
Yeah.
But I can fix that. Okay. So we've got this awesome teapot. And it says on the bottom, pewter, which I already knew. I can't see that without, oh, Rogers. And then it comes with the sugar bowl and the creamer. Now, the sugar bowl is missing the lid, unfortunately. But I'm like, what a cool set. And how many times do they make, you know, sugar bowls that are open sugar bowls without the lid? Like, I just thought this was so neat. So I got that set.
Today?
This was last week. See, it says pewter on there. And then this. Now this is new, but it is a resin material, and it is like a dresser tray. Look at this. How cool is that?
Is she on a sofa?
She's like laying in front of this tray. It's like a dresser tray. And then on the other side, it has a rosebud and the little swirly cues.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, how cool is that piece? And like I said, it's like it's a resin material.
Yeah.
It's not marked on the bottom or anything, but I thought this would be beautiful on someone's vanity or their dresser. Oh, I love this.
The
Oh
colors.
my God, I love it. I'm like trying not to keep it.
Yeah, I understand that. Oh, before I forget, hey Vinny,
Hmm?
should you and I go ahead and announce and advertise the date of our live sale?
If you want to.
We know when it is, don't we?
Yeah, it's the 11th of
Yeah.
May.
Thursday, May the 11th. It's only going to be one night. Sometimes Vinny and I will do a chit chat
Chit chat.
one night, and then the next night a live sale. But I'll only be in his neck of the woods once. So Thursday night, the 11th, I don't know, probably at 8 o'clock, maybe 7, where he and I'll do a live sale together.
Don't we have a sale in May with Tammy and David as well?
Do we?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
It was supposed to be on their channel this time. You know, our every other month sale with all of us.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
I believe it's supposed to be. Hold on. I know we were supposed to do one in May because the last month it was on Vinny's channel, and then we said the next time it was going to be on David and Tammy's channel with all of us.
I was gone from that conversation. Remember, I disappeared, and you guys said all these dates. I didn't.
Oh, you disappear all the time, Scott.
I did. I vanished. So I don't know. I hope I can do it. My May is. Woo! I've got so much in May. So we'll see. We shall see. Oh, hey, D girl. Hey Rob.
Hey, what?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something.
And then I got one other thing.
Have a heart attack or something or what?
Well, you saw that.
Yeah, I love it.
I bought a second one.
Oh.
It's not the same as that. I'm going to go get it. It's going to be in an auction.
Do I have to like beat you up or something like when I see you in June to get it? I mean, you know, Vinny will help me.
Look at this one. Now, this one, again, is either Louis Glass or Dunbar.
Ew. Fancy.
And again, this is 1930s West Virginia glass.
That's pretty. I like the other one better, though.
1930s all the way. Yeah, this one is little. The one that I sold.
That's beautiful, though. They're both beautiful. I like the shape of that one.
Don't remind me of April being almost over, because that means my birthday is coming. Ugh.
I know, Vinny.
Vinny's
I know.
birthday
April
is
30th.
28. Ugh.
a week from yesterday is Vinny's birthday, I think.
April 30th, everyone. Send Vinny a birthday card.
Oh, God. I'm not that special.
Me neither, but so what? Send it anyway.
Oh, dear.
That's
Yeah,
gorgeous,
right.
guys.
Don't make D get out the box cutter.
I condensed my cobalt blue collection by half.
This will be her.
That is gorgeous. Both of those.
Give it to me,
pieces are
Scott.
Beautiful.
This will be you. Give it to me, Scott.
I know, right?
Is that a box cutter?
Yeah.
Yes. Yo, how you doing? Give me that piece right now there. He's like, what is wrong with her? He has no idea what the box cutter's about, Vinny. I don't think.
No, he doesn't.
No,
That's why
he has
doesn't
no
get it.
idea.
Oh my god, that was epic.
Who, me? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. No, Scott. So one day, I had
Cheryl's
5
asking you a
people.
question.
Huh?
Cheryl Home Chronicle asked you a question.
Wait a minute. Wait, let me scroll back.
Okay, thank God that's paint.
Cheryl, I do have sales during the week with other resellers. As a matter of fact, I am having a live sale this coming Friday, the 28th at 6 p.m. on my channel with Tippy Winks Vintage, Miss Christie. So I have been doing usually one sale a week outside of my normal Saturday sale with another reseller. So this Friday is with Christy.
She ain't never invited me to do a resale with her.
Excuse me? Do we not do sales together, Mr. Scott?
I mean, you and me personally, just the two of us.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
We could do that.
It doesn't
I would
count.
look like a big schmuck doing a
doesn't-
sale with you.
It doesn't count since I had to fish for it.
Look at him eating his peas and corn over there.
So do you want to see that well, at least what I think is rather epic from today?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I went to Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and then I went to Bunker Hill, West Virginia, to a place I'd never been to.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I see a lot of geisha wear. I see like the typical like stuff that you see, the red and the black with the hints of blue and such. I've never seen geisha wear like this before. Look at that.
Mm.
There we go. That's better.
Oh, that's pretty. So she's kneeling. Is she kneeling there in the front or something?
I think so. Maybe she's neat. I don't know what she's doing, but it's. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Satsuma.
Satsuma.
Satsuma. But yeah, I've never seen geisha wear like this before, and I have a set of 4 of them.
Pretty,
And then
very pretty.
Here's the cup to match.
Oh, look at it. It's got the matching cup. Oh, nice.
Very nice, Vinny.
Yeah.
So I
Those
don't know
cups
what
are
I'm gonna
like,
do with
they're
them.
like thin as eggshells. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I know. Oh, I hate shipping lusterware.
Oh my God. They're so
These I think
thin.
would be a little bit easier to ship for me instead of shipping like some barware. I find these easier to ship. But yeah, that's why I bought them. I was like, the colors on these things are exquisite. I've never seen.
Oh,
geisha wear
absolutely.
like
Those are beautiful.
Mm.
God, what are you
They're raised. The
choking
paint
on
is
your
raised
corn
on them.
back there?
No, I'm in the kitchen closet.
He's in the kitchen closet. Okay.
I'm going to show you something.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure what I'll be doing with those just yet, but we'll see.
Ow, my arm is stuck.
Oh, that's neat. Double boiler
Mm-hmm.
in the red and the custard or the red.
Oh, look at that.
It's from the 30s. And
Look at that. Isn't that sharp?
I know. Look at the lid. Look at the how deco.
Oh my goodness. Cream and red?
Yes.
So red is from the 40s, correct?
Yeah.
That's
So
see? See?
you got it.
I learn from my friends.
You got it. The cream. Well, there was red in the 30s. There was all the colors were there.
But it was more green.
Predominantly red takes over in the 40s,
Right.
and the cream and green starts to disappear, and the red. But this is a 30s era piece. There was some red, but I love
So that's a double boiler, right?
Yeah, double boiler.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome.
So in really good condition. I haven't decided if I want to sell it or not because this is so.
That is amazing condition because there's no chips in the enamel or anything.
No, it's excellent.
Wow.
I never use a double boiler. Do you?
No, I melt my
No.
chocolate right in the microwave. Thank
What
God
else
for
are you supposed to-
microwaves.
What else are you supposed to do with a double boiler?
I have no idea. No idea.
Besides,
I guess it's just not practical anymore.
Right.
There's so many other things you can do that are a little bit more simple.
Right.
See, I like the vintagey stuff, but I also like the simpler ways of living
Right.
today.
Exactly.
Like, you know, I say all the time, I don't mind older houses, but I would prefer living like the house we're in now was built in the mid 2000s. If this were my house, I would deck it out in vintage. But I like that it's a newer house. I prefer newer appliances, a newer updated
Right.
kitchen because it's just practical.
See,
to today's
the
living.
thing with, you know, if you like, I love old farmhouses with the wraparound porches and everything. But
Mhm.
along with that comes all of the old plumbing, electrical, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Like Scott knows, he knows. You know, so you got to take the good with the bad.
that's why I like the modern. I like the idea of buying a modern house and decking it out in vintage and bringing back that style, but being up with the times in regards to how we live currently. Just a different aesthetic.
Yo, Tina, I love my air fryer, girl.
Those
know.
things are awesome.
Love my air fryer. You could take 2-day-old pizza and stick a slice in your air fryer, and it
Yeah.
tastes like the day you bought it.
I know.
I love my air fryer. Plus,
I'm-
it's so much less calories than, you know, frying it in oil or butter or whatever. I love my air fryer. Love it.
Yeah, I love old houses too. I just don't like the maintenance that comes along with
Right,
it. Because my grandparents'
exactly.
house was
I mean,
Well,
it's okay if you have the
73.
money to do the updates,
right,
but if you don't, you're screwed.
right.
Because I love like the Cape Cod, not the Cape Cod. Oh, what's like Scott has the what
No.
do they call it? Scott,
Right,
what do
I
they
would
consider
decorate it.
Scott's house? Not
What?
Cape Cod. Bungalow, the dang it.
What?
Scott, what do they call your house? Not bungalow, but what's the actual?
It's a bungalow.
No, but it's not a Cape Cod. It's a
Bungalow. It is. It's a bungalow.
but there's another word for it.
I don't know.
Begins with a C. Not arts and crafts.
Crafters.
Yeah.
Craftsman style?
Craftsman
Yeah.
style. That's what I was trying to think of.
You like craftsman style?
I love craftsman style because it has all of the natural woodwork.
I do. I love that.
Oh boy, craftsman style. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you, KP.
Well, see, like I would love like to have a double boiler as like a decor piece in a modern kitchen. Like, you know, modern kitchen, but with all kinds. Like I have an old percolator, I've got an old mixer, I've got an old juicer. I would love to have those as decor in a modern kitchen.
Right. Look at
But
Scott
I
with
don't-
that piece of green and gold. Look at that.
Silver.
I do like that
That's
actually.
beautiful.
It's Heisey.
I love Heisey glass. Oh boy.
Who's crazy?
The
Is
glass.
she a
Heisey,
lady I can date?
Heisey, potato, tomato, tomato.
Well, if you're pronouncing it the German way, it's the Z, so Heisey.
Heisey,
Heisey.
Heisey.
But this was black. But I cleaned it, so the tarnish came off, and now it's beautiful silver. So
Nice.
yeah,
Listen, y'all, we've been to Scott's house. You can't believe his beautiful collections.
Not here.
So,
You were at the loft.
the loft, not at the bungalow. Excuse me, but we were in Philly at the thrift hall counter house,
Yes.
and
The kitchen
the stuff
counter.
he had there was gorgeous.
The
So you have no idea.
The kitchen counter thrift
The
hall.
kitchen counter thrift halls.
I
Yes.
know. I can't wait to have a kitchen counter again so I can start my kitchen counter thrift halls again. I don't have a counter out here, but
Scott, when we first came to your house the first time, I'm like, wow, this kitchen looks so much bigger in the video.
I know it definitely
That's what I
did.
remember thinking. And
Little
I
galley
am
kitchen.
in there, and I'm like, wow, this is like really small.
yeah. Yeah.
But I
That
love
was
that.
perfect for you,
I love that place.
The video makes things look differently.
It does. It
It
really
always
does.
does.
But I loved that place.
Well, cats and kittens, it's now 11:11, and it's time for this old man to get
Where are you going tomorrow there, Scoot?
tomorrow.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm doing invoices first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, but after that, are you going to 2nd Avenue Thrift?
No, tomorrow probably I'll start pack. I don't know. Tomorrow we'll see how long it takes me to get through the invoices. And then I'm going to be working on listing my lamps on eBay. I've taken photographs of about 8 to 10 really nice Art Deco light fixtures and lamps and things. I'm going to be working on that. And so, just another day in the business. I don't know that I'll be thrifting tomorrow. Well, it is Tuesday, so we'll see.
Senior Citizen Tuesday. I'm going to Goodwill tomorrow. I
might.
went to Salvation Army today. Hello. Today's Monday. I went to Salvation Army today. Tomorrow I will go to Goodwill, and then after Goodwill I go babysit Winnie.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, I got some really cool items at the Salvation Army today. I was very excited.
Yeah.
Well, I
See,
appreciate you guys.
I was supposed to be in Adamstown this past weekend, but I canceled because I wanted to make sure I had enough dinero for taxes and then for our trip. So I decided, okay, since I had off today and I got everything done I needed to for my sale Saturday, I went shopping today, and then I'll be shopping again the rest of the weekend. So that's my plan. So I'll get my nails into some other places I haven't been to in a while. Hopefully I'll film. Today I was going to, but I was like, I wasn't feeling it.
Well, thank you, Dee. I'm glad you were able to pop on and chat. And Vinny, thank you as well for doing the moderating as usual. And thanks everyone for hanging out and chatting with us. It's nice to have you stick around. We kind of enjoy the chatting after the live.
Oh, absolutely. It's
fun to do.
Fun to shoot the breeze.
So I'm glad everybody has a chance to do it. So we'll say goodnight. I'm fading fast.
I'm getting there too.
And I
Me
will bid
too.
everyone a good evening. All right, folks, that's it. Wait for the cat. It's so long for now. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.